This is just the trash can now.
Yeah, these are 6 stickers. I'm gonna put these on the gun cases. Or should I put them on the Yeti?
I got some of those for you. They're in the
Yeah,
car.
you should probably give some back to David so you can pass them out.
I can't pass my dude. No one comes visits me at the Raz.
I come as often as I can.
I was gonna come yesterday, but
I forgot. Yeah, you said that.
because I have a room in Orno. We were staying.
Oh shit!
Dylan evolved just backwards.
You started recording.
Yeah.
Nice.
The same barracks that we ran into one.
Yeah, I got you a little gift in this fanny pack, bro. Who am I to deny you this pleasure? You know, I hear from the grapevine you like this stuff, so you know how to get that shit for you. Fuck! I just locked it.
Oh shit!
fanny
Fanny
pack.
pack too.
Can you fit a Glock in there?
Super. Yeah, if it's a Glock.
Pass it around.
For receive?
No, that's for Blake.
It's for the real gay boys.
Yeah, put it right here.
Sponsored by.
I hate that shit. That's why you listen to the podcast and talk about how I don't like just before all that shit. I never liked Bud Light.
I don't know. I don't even remember. I was just
It's
like,
not bad.
I just saw the case of Twisters. I was like, oh shit, they got tall cans of Bud Light. Like let me hook up Blocky with that.
Yeah, I've never liked before that Dylan Mulvaney, who I don't even know who that person is.
I don't know who that is either.
They put the donuts next to you, just so you know.
No, I'm gonna have one.
Hey, they put that fruity one next to you.
Oh yeah.
I had the Jersey Mike's.
All right.
Hey, Jersey Mike's is pretty fire, dude.
Take one, pass it around.
My wife, she works there part time, and she hates to bring me sandwiches.
It's good. Jersey Mike's is underrated.
It is.
Thanks, pal.
You got to ask for it
They
Mike's
should be
way, bro.
charging.
All right. This is Gunny Tate's whiskey. He hand selected. We'll tribute to him and the boys. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it.
It's been an
Brett.
honor.
Good looks.
All right. Episode 21.
Just taking this down.
Numbers are hurting, guys.
It's a good one, Brett.
It's a good one.
Yeah, smooth.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. To my left, I got the man himself, dude. The Glizzy Gobbler.
That's the Prince of Jordan.
Fucking old Bob.
Yeah. Doc Bob.
Doc Bob.
Short for Haji Bob.
I think second most common name in the world. Ahmed.
What's the first?
And then is it first? I thought it was Muhammad.
No, I said what is the first? Oh,
Muhammad.
Muhammad,
Yeah. And then we got the Gizzy Gobbler number 2. Fucking the Balrog, Dylan.
Gorlock the Destroyer.
And then returning for a second time on, featured from the most viewed episode with 3,500 views.
My own YouTube video has more than that, dude.
Well, fuck you.
All right.
Edgar Garcia. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Edgar.
Oh yeah, that's my alias.
All right, you guys are like, you're done. Dylan, you're done. You're out of the military and you're lingering on base.
Yeah.
You're probably high as shit on probably amphetamines at this point.
Yeah. High as fuck, dude.
And then you were talking about like you get out on your birthday,
Yeah. That's my last working
which,
day.
which is
The 11th.
and your mother's maiden name.
My mother's maiden name. No.
Right over his head.
Nah.
October 11th,
Yep.
this
It
Wednesday,
will be a big 26.
and you're going to Texas,
Yeah.
and you're staying San Diego with your girl.
Yep.
You're going
far as I
IDC
know.
school.
February.
And I'm disappearing into the ether for World War III. So
You can still do podcasts over there.
I'm gonna
Wait,
go
Sicily?
I'm gonna go solo until I get to know people and see how this goes. Just do some ranting, maybe some vlogging. Like, hey, look at this beach. This guy, what is this guy saying? He'd be like, yeah. You know, trying to get some viral
That's
shit.
uncanny.
Yeah, I did a video about my truck, which actually kind of like hacked the system a little bit. Got 700 views. Kind of brought in a different.
That's the second most viewed video.
Yeah.
Sick. Is it in there? Is it in the garage?
It is in Oregon getting an engine swap
Oh yeah.
because I exploded the engine.
You got repo.
Nice.
I got
nice.
that's just what I tell people. I got repoed.
Western Towing?
Sure.
I fucking hate Western Towing.
Dude, you know what's a real ball buster? You can't take an Uber onto base unless your driver is like has a CAC.
I've heard about that shit. It's never affected me personally.
new.
I
But
never tried it, but I did get caught up the other day. Yeah, I had to do a little sobriety test.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't. Maybe this
Did
is
you pass?
true. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I didn't have to
obviously.
blow, but if I would have blown, I wouldn't have passed because people keep telling me that it's zero tolerance.
yeah,
on it.
Yeah.
0.
Didn't know that. Yeah, but I did the whole, 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Ooh, you would have got that little greeny weenie right before you get
Ooh,
out.
dude. Right?
That'd suck. Was it a dude with a badge? Or
It
was it?
was a civilian and a Marine. It was like
Yeah, no shit.
Friday at like midnight because I was dropping Johnny off at home.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was.
Oh, this is a while ago then.
That was like
Johnny's been
a
gone.
month and a half ago. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you did one with Johnny too, right? Johnny came on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came on.
Hey, dude, you got to tell that story, man.
I miss Johnny.
Oh, gee.
Get that fucking sweet chin music. You fucking spun your
dude.
jaw.
Dude, that was I had such a great view.
Oh yeah, it was,
Yeah.
he was probably like this far away.
Nah, so like imagine like Dylan's bed like right here, and Johnny's like shirtless right here in like little common area, and Dylan's sitting on his bed. Oh shit, let me see this thing right here.
God
yeah,
damn it.
Dylan's sitting on the bed, and Dylan's been talking shit to Johnny to everyone, every single person around him. Dylan's just talking
Nope.
mad fucking shit.
No
to.
one's safe.
And Dylan sitting on the bed like the edge of the bed. He's like, oh, because Johnny, he already pissed off Johnny like the fuck off, and Johnny.
What'd you do to him, man?
He said
F
Johnny
him
took
up
his shirt off. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm tired of y'all giving me shit about my pen. I'm tired of y'all." Ain't no one talking about the pen, bro. This is like 2 a.m. Nobody's talking about the
demons
pen.
came out.
He's like, I'm tired of y'all giving me shit about the pen. And they said like 2 more things. And Dylan just sitting on the edge of the bed. Oh yeah, Johnny, then hit me then. Oh yeah. Then hit me then, and then
Damn.
I was sitting on the big man chair. It's like little recliner thing we had in Dylan's room, and I'm like, "Yo, Johnny, chill." And then all of a sudden, bop, bop, bop. I'm like, "No."
Damn. 2 piece and a biscuit, bro.
I think it was like 3. I don't remember. I
Damn.
just woke
In the
up bed.
face?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In the face. Couldn't take the Balrog down though.
Nah, he
Which punch was it that knocked you out? The first
think
or
it
the
was the first
third?
one.
He knocked you
Yeah,
out.
damn.
Like
Yes,
like
Dylan was out.
Oh, so he
Dylan-
caught you.
Oh, I didn't know you
Dylan-
got knocked out.
Yeah.
Dylan was on the bed. It was like, imagine like the bed going this way, but Dylan was like laying back that ways, and Dylan just
Yeah.
Oh
gone.
man.
I'm
Eyes
like,
open?
Dylan, yes, eyes open. I was like, Dylan, no.
I don't remember what I was saying. I remember Johnny being in the room, and I was like, he's really mad, but everyone's here.
He seems
I
seems
couldn't help
upset.
myself.
And then Johnny felt really bad, and then he went to Chili's by himself and cried.
Yeah.
At 2 a.m?
Yeah.
You got a Chili's at 2 a.m.
That's how it started.
Baby back ribs, dude.
No, I wouldn't too. It was like midnight. It's
Yeah, I was
because they
like,
had that
damn,
Hanson
Johnny
Fest.
probably feels really bad right now. And then Dylan woke up. He's like, hey, text Johnny. He hit like a bitch. I was
Yeah.
like, Dylan.
You told us at the chow hall this story, and you're just like, I'm not. You, I think you left out. You got knocked out. But you're like, dude, my head was rocked the next day, but I couldn't let him know.
We went and got food because we didn't eat all day. It was one of those like little Japan adventures where
Yeah.
we just drank. And we went to Popeyes, and I couldn't open my jaw to put this sandwich in my mouth. And then we went on
Damn.
ship for the next 10 days. And then,
You got the heavy.
Oh,
hand?
yeah. I forgot about that. That was the day before y'all went on the ship,
It was
right?
terrible. It was so bad.
You got to pull that mic way closer to your face.
Yeah, big man.
Like you can
Right
you can
there.
just like manhandle it, bro.
You can put it in your mouth if you want, dude.
Honestly, just.
I want to touch it.
A little,
I wanna
bit,
do
little
it.
bit closer.
I'm not.
No, I'm not. Look how close
I'm a
it
little
is.
close this
cam-
one is.
I'm
Am I
a little
too far?
camera shy. You just gotta like deep
Am I good?
throat it.
You're fine.
Ah.
So long as you're comfortable.
No, yeah, Johnny hit me good though. I don't remember what I was saying, but it's because
You're
Saving
talking shit
Abel?
about the pen. What?
No, as soon as he took his shirt off, though, I was like, Johnny's gonna hit me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's like-
that's a clear sign.
Yeah.
He had the oregano. He had the oregano.
I don't understand why people take their shirts off. Yeah, they just,
Well,
I don't want to get dirty.
Johnny grew up with the fucking crackheads in Oceanside. and shit, right?
crackheads?
Yeah.
He's also a boxer a little bit, right?
Nah, he ain't shit. John just got fucking black Air Force energy on him
Oh, dude.
24/7.
He do hit like a bitch though. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, you
He's
hear
gonna
that,
be-
Johnny?
He's coming after you.
You
in the
don't do it
comments,
again.
bro.
Dude, that one that knocked me out, dude, that was pussy shit.
Yeah, just rolled right up.
You won't do it again though.
Have you ever been knocked out before?
Nah, that was the first time.
Yeah, I've never been like knocked out.
Yeah.
I got put on my ass in that little scrap I had from the comment, but I bounced back, kept swinging.
Damn.
That was a good little fight.
Did you lose that fight or you won?
I got a black eye, so I
You
think
lost.
I lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't have a
That's-
black
It's
eye.
point system, dude.
Yeah, it's
It's like Dragon Ball Z damage. Just
yeah. Look at my face. It was a good fight, man. Good on him. It was cool. I wanted them to come on the podcast, but they're like, no, man. I'm like, man, that would have been some really good.
Because you guys talked after he whooped your ass, right?
Okay, that's a misstatement. Whooped my ass. It was a good fight. And
Hey, sorry for fucking you up,
beat the
dude.
dog
Like,
shit.
but
yeah, he just fucking yeah.
gaslighting.
Yeah, we're cool. I saw him at the gate. He was PMO for a while, and
At the end, you won because he's PMO, bro.
no, don't.
Now he's gonna come over here and whoop my ass.
That sucks.
Now he's gonna kick your butt.
Yeah. There's a dude that came in feeling like shit on Monday. He's like, I'm PMO. I was like, I don't even think that's us, man. He's like, no, it is. I'm like, all right. And then I have I'll bleep his name. I have Lieutenant
Oh, Doc, yeah.
Yeah.
Doc's cool.
and
That sounds really familiar. Oh yeah, he
he was 1-4's like PA, but he's a doctor because y'all didn't have a PA.
Was he a PA?
I heard your
No,
other
no.
doctors
He's a
suck.
He
psych
was-
doc, too.
he
He's
was
like a
in-
behavioral health doctor too.
He was in the billet of the PA because something with budgeting. They didn't want to give
I
y'all
thought
one.
he was like a whole doctor though. Right?
He is.
yeah.
So there was 2 MOs, like,
Yeah. They were both mad cool.
yeah. But he's so chill. He's like, I don't care.
Smart dude too.
Just sign this. I'm like, just sign this. And then days later, I had another person. I was like, oh, I don't feel well. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I did an actual note. I was like, sir, can you just sign this SIQ? And he's like, started looking over my note. And I was like, oh, I didn't think you were going to like really question me. Like, I could have briefed you. And he's like, oh, anyway. Yeah.
Oh, so your note looked like ass.
Well, I did a whole note. So like he flipped to my note and like read it. So, but yeah, it did. I thought it was just going to be like, here you go. But he's like, oh, let me see this person. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right. I could have done it the proper way.
You got to be careful though. There's a lot of like stupid corpsmen though, so you can't really blame them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he didn't get upset with me, but this dude came in for a bump on his shin. That was painful.
Ow.
Like, oh. And I assessed him. I like touched the bump and I was like, dude, this is like nothing, man. Like, I can give you maybe a few days for this other issue, but like, this is nothing. I was like, do you really want a provider to come in here and like waste his time talking to you, telling you the same thing? He's like, yes. I'm like, fuck. So,
One of them.
so I go to and is our acting LPO right now. HM1.
Oh, what? Oh, wow.
And is like, I'm busy. Brief, sir. Like, all right. So brief him, and he like comes in and like palpates this dude's shin. He's like, we can do an X-ray. This is probably nothing. And then immediately just goes to like, we need to do a better job triaging. And I was like, no, just like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Just don't give a fuck.
You need to let that machine gunner come out, man.
Trying to be
Dude, we have this dude. I don't know if y'all know him. His name, he's from 1-1.
I know.
Kind of tall black dude. So we got this HA, the guy I was telling you about. He is from Rancho Cucamonga. He is like 19. He has money, or he thinks he has money. His parents have a little money.
always like Rod.
Damn.
Yeah, but
Range
like,
Rover.
but
Two phones.
we'll explain
40,000.
everything away. Like, hey, you fucked this up, and he'd be like,
Oh, he has a chip on his shoulder. Does
yeah.
ah.
Told him get a haircut. I want a haircut on Monday. He comes in. He's like, I fucking told you I'm not fucking playing around anymore. He's like, well, I get a haircut. It's just I go to the and this dude's like kind of retarded.
I can relate.
Can't be told to do something and like almost can't complete it himself. Like as simple as put trash bags in the trash cans. Like,
That's
hey,
hard, dude.
How come this? I keep seeing no fucking trash bags in here. He's like, well, we're out. I'm like, did you check the other closet where we keep shit? He's like, oh, we keep shit in that other closet. Time goes on. 15 minutes later, and I'm like, did you put the trash can liners in? He's like, oh, you wanted me to do that? And I fucking exploded, dude. I fucking went off. And I was like, dude, I didn't say this exactly, but for going away is like, I'm going to eat this kid alive now that you're not protecting him anymore. I'm going to fucking destroy him.
I was protecting him.
He was mentoring him, teaching him how to do shit, teaching him the right way.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anger management problems or if it's just like the boots, but they've been pissing me off lately. It's just because, I work at the Raz and the lab and shit, and they've been doing their stand downs, and I see them throw like a few sharps in that fucking trash can. I'm just like,
Yeah.
And I'm just fucking. Oh my god.
Are they like boots? Like have they been to like a hospital already, or
HAs,
like
bro.
straight out of core school field
Straight
med?
out of core school, field med, MCT. And they don't know how to Navy, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a big thing.
Yeah, one of them they gave a flu shot to Reg, even though they're supposed to doing the flu shot stand down for 1-1. And now I had to input this flu shot, which isn't like a big deal, but something internally was like, why the fuck do I have to do this shit when we're not doing a stand down for fucking Reg? I don't know. Now I had to let it slide because I was like, I'm probably overreacting, dude.
Yeah,
Because I don't know, man.
I haven't had to deal with any of the new ones.
Yeah,
I just have
same.
one.
Thank
He's
God.
okay. He's a little like Edgar boy, but he's got a good head in his.
Yeah.
Edgar boy. Edgar was cool
Edgar
though.
boy. Yeah.
Oh, like a like
yeah,
yeah.
it's cool. I like Edgar.
He's a little bean.
The homie.
He's a little beat.
Yeah, god damn, I can't stand those
What?
guys.
We went to CTM with him.
Yeah, I know. That's what
Which
I'm
was
saying.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Went to CTM after
The
the
Edgar?
appointment. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
he's a super good dude. I worked with his brother for a while. Now I have like the whole story of Edgar. I know exactly everything.
I remember me and David were in CTM and like, bruh, Edgar was telling us like all these stories when he like lived in like Mexico and shit. And I was like, bro, this man came out the fucking mud, bro. What the fuck?
Came out the bro.
Yes, telling us
Yeah,
like all these horror
that's-
stories.
That's
I was-
what I got
I
from
was
his
like,
brother.
fuck.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
He was like a middleman with them, like rolled with some heavies.
he had some more fighter experience before the Navy.
Yeah.
I remember when he got done telling those stories and we finished CTM and went back to 2-1. I was like, hey guys, look, I get it. He's the only boot we have, but look, he's a little bit older and he's been places. All right, just leave him alone. I understand he's the only boot in 2-1, but leave him alone. He ain't bad.
I don't know, man. I never got that boot mentality. He's
No,
pretty cool.
I don't
He's
know
cool
if I ever
people.
like
Yeah,
said
he
that
was
to someone,
cool.
but that's like what I was like thinking.
You say he's a
shit
bean,
when we
though?
got back.
What do you mean by
I was
that?
like,
The
Edgar
boot I
does
was talking about. Yeah, he's just like a little like 19-year-old like little bean from like El Paso or something.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Edgar.
No,
Edgar,
Edgar.
Edgar's a bean for sure.
Well, yeah, he'll even tell you. But Edgar, I think the main thing is like, are you about that man shit? Are you about like being an adult? And I just always kind of got that vibe from Edgar. Just
Yeah.
like I'm responsible.
Yeah.
Don't fucking worry about me. I'm like, all right, cool, easy day.
He had Ronnie over him too for a while too. So
Yeah.
Ronnie was like
Ronnie-
He molded him.
doing
Yeah.
Ronnie things.
Ronnie being Ronnie. you
Ronnie,
know?
but
Because he
that's
would tell us about the
miss
downtown
Ronnie.
drunk stories
Yeah.
about, old boy trying to
miss
get in
Ronnie.
fights, and
Yeah,
Edgar
Edgar's a
has to
little
come
bit.
over
Edgar
there
wasn't
and
backing
just
down.
de-escalate.
Dude.
Edgar was either starting it or he wasn't backing down. I was like, hey.
no. Well, it was Ronnie and his fucking friends that were starting that shit. I mean, it sounded like Edgar a little bit too, but like, dude,
Edgar-
I almost quit eating lunch with those dudes. I was just like, y'all are fucking like
Wild.
not good people. Like,
Hey, if they don't do it, who else is going to do it?
Yeah,
Whoa.
if not them, then
Ronnie's
who?
telling this story. His Marine might be getting in like big trouble because he like beat the fuck out of this dude. I'm like, well, did
Nice.
y'all instigate it or like was this
Yes.
dude talking shit?
yeah, it was cool.
And he's like,
Intrusive thought.
we didn't instigate it, but my buddy went up and like flipped his titty and was like, "What's this, bean dip? Like, what the fuck you gonna do about it?" I was like, "Yo,
He's
those
probably
are
just checking
fighting.
for gynecomastia,
Yeah, those
dude.
are
Those are
instigating.
fighting words, dude. That dude just
Instigating
checked
action.
your masculinity outside of a bar. Y'all are
This is
fighting.
the coyote story. This is outside coyote, right? Like what he told you guys?
What kind of coyote?
Oh,
like-
like a
like
coyote?
MILF coyote. Yeah, like
Fucking homeboys that bring
Can you
homeboys
explain
over?
it? Can you explain it in Urban Dictionary terms?
coyote. Like
I mean, there's
like
three
the Cougar
coyotes.
bar in Carlsbad Village.
Oh, okay. I guess there's 4 coyotes.
So-
there's
so-
the animal. There's the human smuggler. There's the DoD contractor coyote, and I guess there's a bar called the Coyote.
No, coyotes is like the trashy little.
You're talking about Coyote Ugly.
Yeah, is it coyote ugly?
Yeah,
I
that's
just call it coyote, but that's where like you go to get like, guys take their wives there so they can get like cucked and stuff. And
Nice.
so the Marines
That's
go
fucking
there.
Yeah,
weird.
that's weird as fuck.
I definitely
Come
wasn't there last
on.
night.
Where's
that's
that
for
place
sure.
at so
Who
I
would
can make
even
sure to
enjoy
avoid
that?
it?
Yeah.
I sure wouldn't. 'Cause
It
that'd
was
be weird.
it was fun. That's a good little bar. But then you see like a bunch of boots walk in
Yeah.
with like skin fades and it's just like
The,
they're acting a
the
fool.
Sky and Titan?
Yeah. They run like grunt style hoodies. I'm just like, dude.
It's so bad.
I'm gonna start doing
Rogue
that
American.
so I can get my
Black
drinks paid.
Rifle Coffee. Everyone has a Ronin Tactics gun belt, which is dope as fuck.
Double it and give it to me.
Y'all
bro.
wasn't following him back in 2015 like I was. Just saying, for a lot of y'all.
Right?
I don't know what he's
I don't
talking
know,
about.
dude. I'm in a group chat with fucking Ron and George, and like I guess I'll posts. Dude, I'm like pretty new to Instagram. I used to have it like back when I joined the Navy, but I haven't had it for 4 years. And like I guess I posted like some old shit, and they're just like, "Hey, old man, I can't wait till you've fucking been around for a minute." Like, goddamn, dude. I'm just like, all right, well, no, I just don't want to talk to y'all anymore. Sorry to share a fun photo.
You lost in
like
time, man.
Was it like a Minions meme or like?
Yeah.
No, it was the pumpkin with like the fucking the butthole with the hands carved in, like pulling a G-string to the side.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, apparently it was old. I'm just
A
like
pumpkin with a G-string?
yeah. So
What the hell?
you know how like fruit and shit will have like a little umbilical belly button hole? Well, they like flipped it over, put a thong on it, and like carved hands into it, like spreading the butthole.
Damn, that's the pumpkin I'm gonna have outside my house for
Yeah,
Halloween, bro.
But apparently that's some old shit, and like now I'm all self conscious. I don't want to like post stuff to them and like share
To
anything.
be
Nah, just
fair,
do it. I
George and Ron are like in their phones. Like they're a part of their. Like they're always on Instagram.
They post such obscure shit. That
You guys post some obscure shit. What was that
That's what
fucking
I'm saying.
emoji that you guys posted?
That's what I'm saying though. Is like I'm like on my phone a lot, but like George and Ron are like in like the meme culture or whatever it is.
They're media influencers, bro.
I don't know.
George sends me obscure shit. I haven't responded to George in like 2 weeks.
I remember
just
you
have,
were
like,
saying-
20 from
I think I'm in some obscure shit, but like I don't know.
if I find something real raunchy, I just send it to George automatically, and he'll get it like no matter what.
Yeah, same actually.
I don't get certain things. I just some obscure weird shit. And I'm just like, okay.
Like a picture of someone's shit sent to you directly.
No, this is gay.
With the caption dimes. No emojis, just a big ass fucking turd in the toilet bowl, and all it says is dimes.
I
Damn.
gotta delete my. I need to take a break from Instagram. I need to be one of those
I
guys.
deleted Twitter. I used Twitter for the longest time, for the last like 8 years, and I deleted it like a couple months ago.
Did you
maybe, like,
guys
5
see
months
that
ago.
Taliban tweet saying like,
I saw
"Hey,
that shit.
we don't kidnap people anymore"?
I saw it on Instagram.
We are no longer
ransoms.
kidnapping tourists for ransoms anymore.
Please
so
believe us.
it's safe to now travel to Afghanistan.
I feel like I would
Yeah,
be a
dude.
great PR guy for
I don't
them.
know, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I could run the PR section.
How
like,
how far you think I got to go to find some like second cousin that's just like on some shit with your family?
my family?
Yeah.
Not far. I don't know a lot of my family. I don't know a lot of my family. I know my dad died in the Bengali versus Pakistan war back like in the 60s. He was like a doctor or some shit from what my mom told me. And then my mom died as soon as, no. My mom's mom died as soon as my mom was born. And so my mom was like the youngest of like 9 kids.
Jeez.
And she just, grew up and had me.
And look at you,
And look at me now.
baking, eating,
Little
making her-
ooh boy.
Yeah, make her real proud, the best Muslim they could ever be.
So yeah,
Drinking,
y'all are
drinking,
like,
smoking.
would you say like, you know how Catholics are like, oh, I'm a bad Catholic. I only do the high holidays or whatever stuff like that. Are you like a bad Muslim because
I am
you
a
eat?
very bad Muslim. I'm a very bad.
My man's a
Muslim.
baddie.
Muslim.
Yeah, Muslim.
Is your family like good?
They
like,
are very devout, but that's like the culture. That's how the culture is in like a lot of
like the
Muslim-
generations, like how it's
yeah,
panning out.
Like in like Muslim countries, like everything revolves around religion.
Yeah.
Government.
Yes.
Time schedules. Like they will like
Wars.
Yeah, that too. Like they'll put a pause and like throughout the working day, they'll like stop so you can pray at the 5. Like, you know how Muslims got to pray 5 times a day.
kind of.
Hey, they
They'll
did that
stop-
Jordan, dude. Remember at Quesada?
Yo.
Like imagine
You
like
just
hearing
hear the
Trying to buy
music
something,
blasting.
and he gets his rug out. and it's
I
like,
straight up like had a
The rug.
PTSD moment when I lived in Oregon. I'm like walking into my apartment and
Oregon?
yeah, I lived in Oregon for a year, like in downtown before the riots.
Oh shit.
And a dude like straight up rug on the ground outside of his car, like praying. And I was just like, I like jumped back for a second. I'm like,
Condition 1.
just like stared at him. I was like,
Was it a nice rug?
I think so.
Yeah.
But it just like took me a minute. I'm like,
China Maz.
he's just doing a nice thing, what his thing tells him to do.
Did you search him?
No, but it like fucking took me back, dude. Like it was not
Opium fields?
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the days.
But what's weird is like those people that I was
those
fighting
You people
was
are
helped
fighting.
to fight by those people who were like, no, we don't agree with that part of the thing. We're here to help like peace and like prosperity and equal rights and this shit. And like our translator, I'm sure he's dead now. He probably didn't make it out. But
Dang, you don't got to make it like that, bro.
yeah, but you know, we met a bunch of dudes that were like, one dude, we trained him. He was in the little fucking army, the little police force that like got trained and like integrated into us. He was hilarious. Stole an AK and left.
Nice.
You guys see that movie, The Covenant?
It's all right.
What's that one about?
Wait, who said it was alright?
I said it was all right.
It was good.
What's it about?
They had the homie fucking Ahmed in there, dude.
Yeah. Shit, it's me.
So Jake Gyllenhaal, you know, Special Forces,
Oh,
Green Beret.
that fucking movie. Robin
Yeah,
Gibbs came
they
from
go on a
and shit?
mission. The whole team, you know, they
Y'all
die.
get like smoked.
And
Yeah.
then, except the translator and Jake Gyllenhaal gets eventually injured on their way back, which was like 100 miles, like to like some direction. And they're just trying to get back to base. Jake Gyllenhaal gets injured. Ahmed, the translator, he is just
that's me.
dragging this dude and carrying him
Yeah, that's me.
hundreds
All
of
me.
miles to the base.
I can do that.
And then, you know, Jake Gyllenhaal gets transported back to the USA, gets treated, and then, you know, Ahmed's just left in Afghanistan.
Oh, is this from the book that was
Yeah.
written about H. Kaya?
No, what the
It's
hell
like
are
a
you
little
talking
story
about?
they made up.
No, that's the.
It's
Netflix
from a
series.
book, but it's not.
It's
you
a
know,
Netflix series.
It's
His
not
name-
It's not a series. It's a movie.
Oh, a movie. Oh yeah. Well, his name just happened to be based off of me because I'm like the
Yeah.
best Ahmed in the world.
Yeah.
But he got his namesake from me, and that's where they used his like name from.
Is the
That-
culminating event H. Kaya?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh, yeah,
never
it is.
mind. Maybe early
not the
Afghanistan.
culminating one. No. It's they made it for like all like the Terps and stuff that were like left behind. It was like a story that like either Guy
Oh, this
Ritchie
is
wrote
in
or someone
honor of
wrote, and
all
it was
the-
just like a fictional story to like kind of
This is-
put out
Put
there,
a
like, what
message
happened.
out. Yeah, like,
in
hey, we.
honor.
Yeah, all the American movies they're watching over in Afghanistan with what's going on.
Yeah,
It's basically like saying like we didn't help our, you know, allies
I mean,
who helped us.
I mean,
Because he did get left behind after dragging a Green Beret hundreds of miles. And
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal's like just sad, drunk, you know, trying to get, you know, homie to the USA with his family.
I wouldn't
And
say
he went through a mission to get that.
I wouldn't say we like left all of them. I know we did all we could, but there is still a significant number of people that were left over there and kind of got fucked. And I think that's what the movie was kind of trying to like mention. Like,
that's what
hey,
it was. Yeah,
We
okay.
did all we could with the bullshit amount of time we were given,
Yeah.
with the bullshit amount of resources
You know
we
what
were
the
given.
crazy thing is? I'm barely going to get interviewed about this.
That's crazy too.
Next
I remember
Who?
Vargas
Yeah.
was talking about
Who?
that too.
Are you going to Sean Ryan?
No.
If you don't wear the fucking t-shirt on Sean Ryan.
No, because they opened the investigation back up.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to get investigated now
Well,
about this.
I remember I seen a post from Vargas. He was talking about that too. Like it's been like a year and 8 months or whatever the fuck, and this is the first time anyone's ever offered to like talk to me from the DoD standpoint. And I don't know if you and him were in like the same kind of boat, but I remember
yeah.
he like posted something about that.
Well, once he started, you know, opening up, people were like, "All right, now we got to like start
yeah.
I definitely.
investigating a deep dive into what happened over there, and you know everybody's point of view." And sorry,
Dude,
damn, I
my
lost
mouth
my
messed up.
fucking
I
train.
definitely think it was him. I almost like I don't want to discredit anything he's done, but I almost think it was Sean Ryan more over like
No, 'cause
his
he
interview
went-
on Sean Ryan over his Congress hearing. You think it was a Congress hearing?
Yeah, definitely. Because
You
I
thought
was,
that- I-
dude.
I don't know if that
when
got
Benson
more-
put that in the group chat, dude. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were watching that shit live because I was watching that, and I was just in the pharmacy. I was like, dude, like patience, like, dude, get out of here, go to SOA. I'm just like, I got to see this shit.
Yeah.
I didn't do that, but I was helping the patients. But yeah, when I heard that, dude, I was watching that shit live,
Yeah.
and Rodriguez was next to me, you know, and we are just like watching that. It was crazy. It's crazy to hear that like testimony. I don't know. It's very emotional. Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you think? I mean, it would take a quick Google. I feel like Sean Ryan's got more traction.
I think discredit is the wrong word, but definitely
I
when
said-
he went
I said
on
I
that,
didn't want to discredit.
yeah,
anything
that's what I'm
he's
saying.
done.
But yeah, definitely it helped when he went on Sean Ryan because I'm pretty sure everybody watched that.
Yeah,
stuff
he got
too.
them big views, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
and then the congressional. I think it was live, and I clicked on it, and it wasn't him talking yet, maybe, and I was like, oh well, I have things I have to do. I'll check back on like the highlights, basically. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then Sean Ryan's got like this mood lighting and like quick cuts to shit. And, you know,
The shorts, bro. You got
the
to work
shorts,
on the shorts.
dude. I know. My last few podcasts are really hurting. I hope it's just because people are on ship and haven't. No, they've been off ship for a while. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. I wait for you to post stuff on your profile on your Instagram. That way I can try to promote it.
yeah, I need to. The Barracks Barber told me this one thing. It's like, dude, you take a YouTube clip specifically, and it will AI make clips out of that are interesting. And it has to be under 2 hours. So most of these, besides like George, Barracks Barber, I think those are the only two are under 2 hours. So I would have to cut this down into 2 episodes, upload both of those onto the internet, which maxes out my data with my internet for the month, and then pull those back down.
See, that's why you got to get Cox Wi-Fi, bro.
Cox.
I do.
Cox, dude.
I got the Cox, bro.
Don't use Spectrum. That shit's
6
fucking
inches.
trash.
Yeah.
Yo, I get a lot
Spectrum.
of questions about the shirts though. People love the shirts.
I got Frontier.
Well, I'm thinking about doing a free shirt giveaway
Should.
with proof of subscription, proof of comment, and email sclearancepodcast@gmail.com. So long as you're in the U.S., I'll
But
send
what's
you
the shirt design going to look like?
same. I have
Oh.
$3,000 worth of shirts in the back of my car. I've not
Hell
moved yet.
yeah.
Damn. Can I just get one?
Can I have one? Well, if you can prove to me that you have, because I think that's another thing. Like a lot of people are fans and stuff, and I don't know how many people have YouTube accounts properly. I didn't really have a YouTube account until I started paying for it. So it's like if you don't have an account, you can't really like, you can't comment, you can't subscribe, but you are viewing and like putting the numbers in. And then I came up with the Spotify thing. So some people are opting to listen to it on Spotify instead of watching it on YouTube. So whatever. I'm just going to be a 40-year-old with, a podcast with 200 subscribers.
Maybe
As long as you're
Still
happy.
$3,000 in the shirts.
As long as you're happy. That's
What's
all
that?
matters. As long as you're happy. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
I
bro.
bought a few from you and like passed them out. A lot of friends wanted them. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right. And everyone, I was some of the Recondos, like the new Recondos, I guess were at your last command. I can't remember his name. He just checked in, but he asked me about the shirt. And we were talking
Lebrando?
about you. No, not Lebrando. It was like an actual Recondo, like a MSR, an actual.
Oh,
Sark.
Machado.
Sark, the kind of like a bigger dude, bunch of tattoos. Yeah,
Machado.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just hit me up. Yeah, cool guy. I feel bad on that same podcast.
Hey, Ahmed, can you pass me a Twisted Tea? I didn't know you guys were going to continue just to stop talking.
You're fine.
Oh,
You're
yeah, we
good,
get- we
dude.
get
Just
Twisted
think about
Brown.
the chow hall. How
The chow hall. Dude,
Yeah,
I
just-
didn't go to the chow hall with you guys.
You never ate free food at the chow hall, dude?
No, my wife made food for me.
Oh, what a nice lady.
It wasn't
No,
about
she
the
loves me.
free food. I mean, that was more about the free food, but
It
it
was.
was like 20 of us in there just eating food all the time.
Dude, it was about me eating 3,000 calories of meat and not losing any weight.
I didn't want to be that guy just to bring my own chow to the chow hall.
You shouldn't do that.
It's like
No.
fucking bringing McDonald's to like
the
Carl's
chow
Jr.
hall's
and
worth
shit.
of bacon bits. I remember
bacon
Ronnie
bits.
said that once, and that shit had me cracking up. You got the chow hall's
Dude,
worth of
such a fucking ball buster, bro. That piece of shit, dude.
It's funny because like, what does Ronnie eat? Like Zins and cereal.
He eats trash, dude. And he
That's
eats
a
like a
diet, bro.
slob with fucking ranch dressing slopping out of his mouth like
Hey,
like
he's
a
still
hick.
skinny though. He's still skinny.
He's skinny because he got a divorce.
oh, I remember you guys talking about that in the pharmacy room. I was like, "What do you guys?"
Him, I think they might be together. Still.
No, they're just separated.
Because you guys were like, "Damn, so the dog's the only one who suffered out of this whole
Yeah,
conflict."
because one of the dogs got kicked out of the house.
Yeah,
They had
he had
one
to give a
dog.
dog away.
I was like, "What the hell, dude?" I was like, "I'm just trying to dispense Tylenol and shit." You hear about this dog that got taken away?
I miss Ronnie. I should have hung out with him more before he left. But then him and his like girl were still like a thing then too. So
No,
he
there's
was always
there
with them.
still are. They're like working it out. I'll probably bleep his name from this, but yeah, they're like working it out. But they told the detailer like, hey, we're separated. We're going different commands. And then when they worked it out, well, they're like, well, you're still fucking going here and there.
I think
So,
she got out, right? Something like that.
I don't know.
Super scary.
Hey, supposedly Ramsey, that C school detailer,
think
you might
he's
want to
done.
bleep his name. Yeah, bleep his name. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone now. Finally.
Hey, like this podcast if you hate Ramsey.
Oh, dude, a million right there, dude.
Yeah.
Now that dude's under investigation for years, man. I've had someone tell me like, yeah, he found me through my middle name, and got the orders.
A
and
lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Coffin was telling me like, yo, like, no, not Coffin, another chief. He was telling me that this chick was talking to Ramsey on Facebook and all that. Like, hey, if you meet me in Ohio, you know, I can get you some good orders, blah, blah, blah. Got the orders, didn't go to Ohio, and, you know, got the orders. It worked out in
he
that.
was like that? That was the issue? I thought he was just like a bad person. Like he just.
I'm pretty sure because, dude,
just like
I
ladies.
seen this email to go to
Can you blame the
cardiovascular.
man?
I don't know, man. That dude was not salty. He was just nasty because he used to be a chief, supposedly.
It's in his blood. Can't.
I don't know, man.
Dude.
Not.
Could I do better? Like, I don't know.
I doubt it.
Low hanging
Straight to
fruit,
jail.
huh?
That was the other thing, though. On that post where he got like investigated or it came out and everyone on Instagram was talking about it, there was so many like female sailors that were like bragging about how they didn't have a problem with Ramsey and how they were at like 3 back-to-back shore commands. And I was like,
That's
must
sus.
be nice.
Yeah.
All the females in my
That's probably why you didn't go to Texas, dude. They're like, yeah, somewhere you got those orders.
You should have flew out to Oregon.
yeah.
Dropping off that long dick.
No, I couldn't go to Texas because all those fucking billets got filled. I was on like my first window when they did have E4.
They definitely got filled.
Oh yeah. But they they had like E4 billets and it was just like supporting shit, not instructor stuff. And then by the time I was in my 4th window, my chief had to personally call for me. There was just nothing left. And that's why like Brinkley and Benson went over there because like.
But it's also like a Navy, like an individual issue too. If you extend, you're definitely ruining a billet. Or if you get out early out of that billet, then that billet has to be left, until it's
gapping
over.
the billet.
Yeah, that's what
That was our chief's big thing. You can't gap the billet. Like
it fucked up everything. I don't know.
does it though?
I don't think it does.
I don't think it really does.
I mean, even if it does create an issue, there should be a solution to that, right?
Yeah.
You should fix
Like,
it.
oh, this is a problem. Like, all right, well, big Navy, fix it.
Well, the Marine Corps doesn't seem to have a problem, but the Marine Corps doesn't really give you a choice.
Well,
Just like, congratulations, you're going to Japan. You're like, I don't want to go there. I have family. I got a kid in high school. And they're like, we don't care.
we didn't ask.
I don't know, man.
Not
my problem anymore.
one of my staff sergeants on deployment, right? How does that feel?
Brother made it.
It's kind of scary. Not gonna lie to you.
No, it's not.
Who were you with this whole time?
I was a recon for the past.
Yeah, I
like,
heard
4
you got that
months.
hookup, dude.
Yeah, I had the
Yeah.
homie over there.
You
Yeah.
bulldoze that chief and got to recon, huh?
Nice. Nice.
Fucking bitch.
I gotta believe that.
No, you don't.
It's better
Johnny
than.
loves you.
It's better. Yeah. Well, I talked to, and then I also talked to a couple of people that just got frocked to chief because she went over to DSO.
Yep.
And I was just like,
she
heard
did.
some things about your chief, and they're just like gritted their jaw. They're like,
Yeah, she sucks.
Just grinded their
She's
cheese
just
flat.
so.
I'm going on leave. I don't give a fuck. And now he's a chief, and he's like, I don't care. But
She just doesn't know green side.
She's dental tech.
All she knows is the ship and the hospital. Or
well, it also
clinics.
doesn't sound like she's a good person. I think because she tried to block Johnny from going to to getting
That's
orders and
true.
To
like-
Winter Warrior, Virginia.
yeah, tried to block him. Tried to block you, right? You want to go to recon.
Oh yeah,
she's
she
just
had
like,
nothing to do with
I
it.
don't know
Damn.
why she's like that.
We had to go around her back to do that.
Yeah.
because she's not a good person. You can be whatever rank you are. You can be in San Diego at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, but I think you're still a good person.
I appreciate.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I yelled.
No, it's fine.
That was
I kind
awful.
of deserved it. I remember that.
You definitely
But I
deserved it.
definitely deserved it. Shut up, Dylan. Yeah, you don't know that.
It's hard to talk bad about like, and especially I can't remember Mike's last name. That's how much I don't.
No,
respect
he's
him.
actually good. I feel like he's misunderstood because he's.
No,
sucks, dude.
no, David, believe
What's his last
me,
name,
bro.
though?
I don't want to say it.
I know. I'll say it.
I'll bleep it, dude. Where's
Motherfucking.
Oh yeah, but then like
You're gonna have to
Wasif is
bleep that.
Wasif. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, Wasif still Wasif. You can't blame the guy sometimes for being mad, but no, that guy sucked too.
No, he fucking sucks.
I got-
he fucking sucks.
I got a little change.
Worst leader I've had
That's great.
ever in
Sorry.
the fucking Navy.
That sucks. How's that VA claim coming?
I'm hoping it's really good. All my VA points have gone really, really well.
Okay.
I'm really
Because I know you were, which is fucked up, and I didn't think about it, but you kept getting dragged to the field in golf. Like, literally dragged to the field. And then I remember ma'am, you got seen. She's like, poor Ahmed. He really needs to take care of himself. He needs some counseling.
Yeah.
And then you got kicked to 1-4, and you're like, yo,
deployment.
I need to like talk to somebody. And you were in the shit, right? Can we talk about the fact that you were one of the first voices you heard when you were coming to?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I told Spalding and Garrison. Yeah. They barely heard that story literally like 2 days ago. They were like, I didn't know you were Purple Heart.
I try, when I think about it, I think like mentally, I try to use it as like a crutch. Like, why isn't my life this way or that way? It's like, I try to like not think about it in that light at all. It's just something that happened. And like, I would account it to like someone losing like a loved one really bad. Like, let's say like someone like really loves their mom and then their mom suddenly died. I would attribute it to that same kind of thing. And then like everyone has their own problems and all the shit that they got to deal with. And I try not to like let it hold me back in that count. And so like whatever things are happening to me, it's like it's on me. It's not because of that. Like it's on me. Like I'm a fat fuck. Like it's because of me. You know, it's not because of that.
You're just big bone, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
But
right, David.
I remember
but things like that is why I'm sorry.
No, you're. But I remember the last time at the crosses, I think on the 26th, you're just like, yo, I might have fucked myself. Because before deployment, you're like, hey, I need to talk to somebody. Like, I don't think I should really deploy. And you said that the mental health person was just like, yo, this is bullshit.
Yes. Oh, my God. Yes.
You talking about the one with the Braz?
He's gone now, though, right?
Both of them.
She or he?
Dude, both of them. Both of them.
I didn't see the dude.
They
I
were
saw
like, you're making this shit
other
up.
psychologist.
You don't
I saw
have
the
nightmares.
psychologist.
I promise to God, dude. The lady, I forgot what her name was, but like the mental health person in Horno, she was like, you don't have this stuff. Like, why are you even coming right now, right before you're about to go to Japan?
Christ.
Dude,
And
I got
like,
an education spiel from
and
her.
she
I'm
was like, I can't even like, I don't even know if like all the other appointments you haven't been like faking it. I can't even tell because why are you coming now to get out of deployment? You know, Marines do this all the time, but I would expect better from like a corpsman. And she was saying like all this shit, like I'm making this.
Queen.
You need to
Yeah,
put
you're
his
just
I
like,
promise
IG
you, this is the
complaint or
shit she
some
was
shit.
saying. I was like, what the fuck?
I would have looked at her like a puppy and be like, my friends died. Lady.
Yeah, what'd you tell them?
The thing is, she already knows that though from all
That's so
the other
fucked
appointments
up,
I've had
dude.
from her. Like I know, like Dylan, I know you're already thinking like I went there last minute as fuck, which I did, but
But since golf, since I was in charge of you
Like,
at golf, you should have been in those appointments
like,
talking to
I
someone.
have like you can look at like if I was her like I can look at this guy's Genesis records like this guy has mental health and he's like not like he's not capping about this shit.
But you got to understand, dude, like PTSD symptoms do come later on.
Yeah, and they don't. It's not necessarily like, oh, I'm triggered by a dude like praying outside of my apartment in Oregon. It's like anger, it's drinking, it's substance abuse,
And there's
it's-
things that could bring that up, like probably going on a deployment, dude. Like,
Yeah.
all right, like I think I need a break. Like,
And that's what I was trying to like tell them, but they didn't want to hear nothing of that. They thought I was regular HN. None of that shit ever happened over there on the first deployment. And I'm just trying to get out of deployment. That's the way they saw it.
dude. I went. I filled out a PHA in 2-1. I think after I failed my pin, and like I wanted to re-enlist. I wanted to do all this shit. SP not recommended for retention. Fucked everything up. You're going to tracks, and I was just drinking, dude. Just drinking.
Bud Lights.
Yeah, and I filled out my PHA. Honest, like I drank 5 to 7 drinks a day. No. I sleep like shit. I've gained weight. I'm depressed. I'm all this shit. And like months go on, and then fucking Trax is like, you need to fill out your PHA. I was like, I did that before I came here. I'll
Review it.
and they did. And my MO was like, I need to talk to you. I'm like, okay, what's up? She's like, so I was looking over your PHA, and I want to refer you to mental health. I'm like, cool. I've been trying to go to mental health. I tried to go out in town. Everybody's booked. I don't really want to see someone on base because they suck. She's like, well, I'm going to start you on base, and then we'll see what happens from there. And so
It sucks because Wounded Warrior really has some good behavioral health specialists.
That's what 2-1 should have had
Yes.
when we got back.
But there's only like 3 providers over there. And plus, they already taking care of Wounded Warrior with like majority of them being like suicidal ideations and
Yeah.
all that. So, you know, they're already probably booked solid anyways, but they had like really
They
good
could have got
people.
something.
I understand that, but we're a big military and we have resources. And when ominous dominus, someone of power, says something happens, somehow it happens, right? Resources get pulled in. And since I got out in 2013, this is the most significant event in the past
Very long
10
time.
years,
Yeah.
right? 7 years is when anyway, the Marine Corps didn't really do too many combat deployments since then, if you want to consider that deployment combat. So we get back. Anyway, we should have had those resources. There should have been stand downs. We should have had, you know, baby gloves, whatever. But so I finally get booked for mental health. I go in. They're not tracking my appointment. They're not there yet. They're late for my appointment at 7:30 in the morning. They don't know who I am. They have me fill out a questionnaire. I fill it out, and then they ask me everything, like not even reading my questionnaire. They ask it all to me again and have it type out. They want me to count down from 100 by 7. I can only get to like 93. And he's like, do you have ADD? I'm like, I mean, when I was a kid. He's like, do you want Adderall? I was just like, well, no, I'm here for anger issues. And he's like, why are you so angry, man?
It's like when you get those sick call patients, like, you know, what do you want? You want some Motrin? You want
Yeah.
light duty? But behavioral health shouldn't be handling shit like that at all. Like, what do you want to do? Like, you want your meds or you
How
want?
was he late to the point? Didn't that guy live in his van or something?
Who?
the psychiatrist? Didn't he live in that van?
That's funny if he does.
He's like, wait, he's just going hitting triceps for the third time of the day. He's got like 3 patients waiting.
But yeah, it was a really weird thing. And then I finally talked to the mental health provider, not this chief, and she's like, man, I really want to see you, but I'm booked. I'm like, okay. And she gives me a handout like everybody gives me, and here's your resources. Call this line if you're going to kill yourself.
Military one source.
And I'm just like, thank you. And that was it. That's where it ended. I tried the outside the military. I tried inside the military. And I just, you know, I try and keep my shit in check. But, you know, hopefully I don't kill him.
You know, hopefully, Doc said he would see some of us. Doc, because he's like a psych dog.
Is he?
Yeah, so he like offered to see like me. I think you too.
I remember that.
Yeah, he said he's just like filling a random billet. It's like not what he does.
Yeah.
Well, now he's the battalion surgeon, and he's not stoked about. He
Oh.
hates it. He hates all the fucking.
For tracks?
There's some soft boys in tracks, dude. There's some frequent flyers.
Like LeBrando, by the way, super cool dude. Still,
He's
just
a cool guy.
little goofy. but
Yeah, super goofy.
I like him a lot.
That dude will almost dig a vape out of the trash can.
He's a
I've
good
never
dude.
done that.
Hey, did you guys hear about that 1-4 leadership saying some shit about
It
2-1?
sucked, dude.
I was
What
there
the
for
fuck
it.
was that all
I'm
about,
sure everyone
man?
saw it. I couldn't even watch the apology though. You know,
No,
like,
I watched it and it was horrible. I was like, what the fuck? It's not even an apology.
No, it wasn't an apology.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
because he got a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't
That
really give a
sucks.
shit,
Yeah.
man.
That dude that talked shit to Cornelius during his outbound brief, like
Yep.
inbound, outbound, he got promoted to chief.
Nice. That dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to shake his hand because I shook all the chiefs' hands that got promoted at the ceremony. 3 of them I knew. And he was like in line. I was just like,
You should just dab
That
them up,
douche.
bring him in close, and be like, hey, me and my homies hate fucking you.
we know who you are.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
Anyway.
No, that's the other thing with the outside providers too is like they're also always booked. And I got this other one called like Doctor on Demand. That's just an app. And same thing. Just did like the online questionnaire.
It's Ready Help. You get a discount code, Navy
Yeah.
1.
It's like 45-minute appointment slot. I talked to her for like 5-10 minutes. Gave me a shit ton of Zoloft and like Trazodone. And
Yeah.
it's just like random like opioids, and it's just like, thanks.
Nice, dude. Well, I mean, that's your income on the outside, dude. You know,
I guess it's
become a street
swinging.
pharmacist. Yeah.
It's so
Jesus.
bad. I was like, because they have like appointments that go all day.
Yeah.
All through the night and stuff. So it's just one of those providers. It's just probably making a shit ton of money off.
Or are you seeing like a
Right.
psychiatrist or a
Just both.
psychologist?
They're both on there. You're supposed
Oh,
to
wow.
schedule both.
I don't really know the difference. One
Psychiatrist.
can prescribe, one can't.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's more details than that. That's just like,
One ask about
The
your
big
mom,
picture.
the other one ask about...
Jesus.
I don't know. Dude, it always... Have y'all ever studied psychology?
Nah, I don't
Like
want to.
Freud?
You mean study psych?
I know,
Like college course psychology?
You talking
101?
about that like
No.
Not
one
studied,
like
but like I know
fake
like,
jail scenario? How people
Like the one at fucking Harvard or like some shit like that.
Yeah, where a group of people are the guards and a group of people are the prisoners. You know,
That's not all of psychology,
No,
but that's
it's not.
part of it.
yeah. I mean, it's a scenario.
That was not Tuskegee. I don't know what it was. Fucking Tuskegee's where
Syphilis.
Tuskegee's where they tested black people and gave them syphilis without telling them.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
I don't feel like that's psychology at
Kinda
all. That's
fucked.
just
like
fuck, dude.
really very
Not cool
very
move. Probably
fucked,
shouldn't have
yeah.
done that.
I'd probably be upset.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit.
Oh, just a little bit.
But no, dude, Freudian was just like wanted to fuck his mom, and that's
What?
Oh, dude, yes, it was all about mom, and they talk about like a toddler has an oral stage where he's like fucking eating shit and like fucking things with his.
You talking about like shit?
No,
Okay,
sorry.
I was like,
They talk about the phases of children, and like they have sensory phase, they have an oral phase where they're like touching stuff, and he's like, and they have an anal phase, and they're like, can y'all explain that? And there wasn't too much.
Also
Dude,
going through my anal phase right now.
Anal phase,
Gee.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who the fuck
dude.
is doing that type
Yeah,
of like
I love hanging
experiment,
out with
man?
Dylan.
But what interesting
jail.
I
thing?
love experimenting.
Interesting thing I learned
My
of
anal
that
phase.
is like I had dabbled with
Anal phase?
hallucinogens.
Nah, I'm right.
Yeah, me neither. I've never
With
done
Reese,
that.
you're
Can
probably
It's
need
crazy.
to.
I've done that only once, the Zins, and dude, I almost threw up in front of a patient.
It's fine, dude. I'm lightweight now.
I'm right, brother.
And yeah, and there's different syndromes or whatever they're called where like you can taste colors, right? You see a color, you taste it, and I just kind of realized there's all these different things that when you take hallucinogens, you go in and out of these psychological disorders, and hopefully you leave without them, but like sometimes you get stuck in it.
Talking
I'll
about
have to
like
read it.
You lost me.
psychedelics, like what they can like do to you or whatever.
Have you ever heard of someone?
You ever done DMT?
I've never done DMT.
Great.
My friend got hit by a bus and
So
took
far.
DMT. It was never the same.
Jeez, hit
No,
by a
it's-
bus?
No, it's a Joe Rogan joke.
Oh, Jesus.
Joe Rogan always talks about like, Roseanne got hit by a bus. Kinnison got hit by a bus. Never
was
the
the bus?
same. Right. Got hit by a bus at DMT. They were never the same.
It's kind of scary now. I don't know.
I've,
Like,
DMT?
I've never seen the elves.
The elves?
I've never done it.
Even smoking the other day, I was like, I don't know.
Dude, my experience when I got out of the Marine Corps, smoking weed. So, weeks prior, let me give a little background. Sorry to rant here.
That's good.
I went to the Marine Corps ball after I was still a boot.
Ah.
I'm with my senior. I'm like, oh, that dude hates me. And the dude's like, I don't hate you. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. And he's like, what, bitch? And he fucking like clacks me in the top of the head. I hit him in the jaw. We're in Vegas.
You knock him out?
No, he's 6'4".
You don't got the fist.
I ain't got like that. I gave him a black eye, so no. So that happens. We get back to 29. I'm like, oh, I should talk to this dude. My senior's like, dude, it's cool. We're fine. Everything's cool. You don't need to talk to him. We're living in squad base, and 4 people jump me in my rack
That's kind
in
of
the fucked, right?
Did you lose?
Very fucked.
Smash my face in.
Were you like sleep-
smash my face
Were you
in.
like sleeping or
Yes,
what?
the
Is
whole.
that why you look like that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's really fucked, actually.
So one of them becomes one of my best friends, Zach.
Sorry for beating your ass.
Another one gets out, and another one gets out. Zach and Adam are like best friends. Well, Adam lives in Arizona and attempts to kill himself. Discharges a shotgun as an apartment, gets evicted, gets put in the psych ward. So me and Adam tell First Sergeant, me and Zach tell First Sergeant, hey, Adam tried to kill himself. He's getting evicted. He's in the psych ward. His girlfriend's like, got to move all this shit. Can we go to Arizona? Yeah, Pop Smoke. Go, move him to a new place. And then I'm getting out, and they're like, come stop in, come hang out. And I don't know Adam very well, but I'm really good friends with Zach. I went to Afghanistan with him. And so we go. Turns out Adam's on like Percocets. He is in and out of like nodding out and shit. And Adam like basically bullies Zach into like getting some weed. And for the first time in 4 years, I smoked weed with a dude that assaulted me in my sleep on like some barbiturate, comatose, weird scenario. And
You
I'm
like that,
just,
dude?
out of my skin comfortable. It was awful. It was so bad. And eventually, like, he was being so manipulative. Like, I have to leave. They're like, you should really stay. I'm like, no, I don't know what the fuck's going on in this house, but I got to get the fuck out of here. We went to go get something.
Try to explore that anal phase they were talking about earlier.
We went to go get something, and this dude gives him a DVD set. And I'm like, okay. Like, the pills are in the DVD set.
I thought it was like some bootleg.
That was like
movies.
Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah,
That'd be really sick.
That'd be so sick.
It's just
dude.
him doing it,
actually.
It was a red box, dude. It was back when those were big.
I've been dying to watch this movie, man. Thanks.
Yeah, I can't. I had a buddy in 1-7 that would go on Christmas leave, buy weed in California, smoke all the way to Texas, sweat it out for 2 weeks, and then come back. And I was like, there is not one part of me that would be comfortable doing
Couldn't
that.
do it. Too much
I
anxiety.
would.
Yeah, me neither.
I did some hood rat shit last night, and I am like not doing well right now.
Anxiety.
Yeah. I can tell y'all, I'll bleep it. So morning colors keeps going off in our neighborhoods. And so I went and I went and flicked the switch of the emergency shut off of the emergency sirens. And I'm like texting my buddy, like, dude, do they have cameras on those fucking things? He's like, I don't think so. I'm like freaking out. Like, I should have changed my shirt.
You're gonna barge in right here
Yeah,
and just
dude.
arrest us all. Fuck.
Dude, I like have anxiety right now from
That's
it.
not bad.
Yeah.
I thought you like did cocaine, and I was like, damn, Blake, that's what you made it sound like. No.
No, dude, I did like a good
man.
Corman thing the other
It
day.
was loud as fuck, man. I'll turn that shit off too if it made me mad.
Morning and evening colors. They're playing in our neighborhood, in this neighborhood.
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
No.
Bro. I'm at
And they haven't done it
home.
for 3 years. Why the fuck are
Why,
they doing
dude,
it
Jesus
now?
Christ, in fucking base housing? What
Yeah.
the fuck? Yeah.
And we had some neighbors over, and they're like, yeah, like, what are we supposed to do? I'm like, technically, you're supposed to stop your car. You're supposed to stand at attention, and if anyone's in uniform, they're supposed to salute. They're like, we're not doing that. We have little kids. I was like, no, don't, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Like, I know like this is like on base, but like this is not.
This is my sanctuary.
Yeah,
dude. Leave me
yeah,
alone.
this is
I'm going to the
people's, like-
mailbox in fucking boots and utes and fucking Crocs. Like, leave me alone, dude.
Yeah, no
if you would
one's-
tell me, hey, dude, you're out of uniform as I walked my mailbox in Crocs and boots and utes, I'm gonna tell you to suck my dick, dude.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't tell me what to do in my domicile, dude. I'm gonna get my no.
No, good. I'm glad you like stand up for that shit.
Yeah, I might go to the
Like,
brig
dude.
though. So I got in trouble in core school for that.
For what? Pulling down on people?
Disabling the 1MC. No, I had a joke like that. That was very fun to do. So you get like mandatory put in a group text, and bunch of people I don't know, or like it was called AvVet, NavVet, other service Navy veterans, other service veterans, Navy veterans, and that's how you in process into the Navy. And they put me in this group chat and be like, hey, has anybody seen my gun? Last time I had it was in my pants, and I like washed my clothes, and it's not there anymore. And people would be like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? And like I'd let it go for a minute and be like, nah, I'm just fucking around. And then later on, even at the hospital, it's like, hey, has anybody seen like a small, like really small pistol? It was in my scrubs and I don't know where it is. And people would just like look at me and be like, nah, I'm just fucking around. But it's one of my favorite jokes, dude.
Should try it at the airport. That'd be really sick.
Yeah.
I think they're maybe really funny there.
Yeah.
TSA would love that shit.
Yeah.
CSA's a joke, dude.
They are a little dramatic.
Dude, all Shaquita and Taiwan, dude.
Yeah.
That's all them. They almost called security. Did I ever tell you that story when I was flying with a gun?
I remember that whole thing.
And I missed you because you have to like check it like a bag. So I
Yeah.
got there, huge miscommunication by them, and so I missed like the window to check the bag by like 2 minutes because I was standing in like the wrong lines like twice, and I was upset, and I think I said like fuck, and then this I don't know what her name was.
Swarm.
But she got very upset that I said fuck and was just like, oh, you can't be talking like that in here with a gun in you and And I was like, all right, called a bunch of security, paid like $500 for the next flight and a bunch of other stuff, but super dramatic. It's not a good time.
Did you have a magazine like with ammo?
You like check it in like I was like in a Pelican case.
But did you have a magazine
Yeah.
with ammo? Okay, because I'm always curious about that last part. I've traveled with a gun. I can't remember ever traveling with ammunition.
Yeah, there's like a weight limit, I think.
Okay.
And they want it to be like in the box still.
3,000 rounds?
Yeah. I think it's like weight, but
The ammo has to be in a box?
Yeah, but
It
I mean,
can't be in my mag?
I've had magazines
Okay.
and then like a box of it because I can't buy ammo here. Every
know.
time I go home and I fly back, I just bring ammunition with me. And that's
Dude,
just what
Newsom
it
for
is.
president, right?
We
I
got
don't really care.
Wheels in Texas, so that guy sucks too.
Oh, the guy that got shot by a drive-by shooting? Or
Wheels?
Wheels, yeah.
Greg Abbott?
He's paralyzed because, no, that might be
No,
Louisiana.
I thought he had a stroke or something.
Louisiana. Dude, they were at like a little kid's baseball game, and they knew there was like senators there, and they shot it up.
I probably deserved it.
What, the hood?
Texas, I think. And I
they
think
probably
my Louisiana governor got clapped too, but the Abbott dude, I think he's in a wheelchair because he got clapped.
Fuck that dude.
I don't like that guy, so.
Fucking
Well,
sucks like a lot. Fuck that dude.
As much as I aspire to be a Navy SEAL, Dan Crenshaw hasn't done too many cool things, and
Yeah,
it's kind of
no.
gone the opposite way of what his party
Rest
says.
in peace to your eye, but I'm different.
Like, yeah, he wanted to do like, because the mindset is, and I'm not exactly with this mindset. It's like anything in the way of the Second Amendment is grounds lost. So like any sort of secondary checks, any sort of you need an ID or whatever the protocol is like, no, that's not what the Second Amendment's about. And he wanted to do. Have y'all heard about the Virginia thing where like your neighbor can just be like, I think he has a gun, and they just arrest your ass and take your gun?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
That's
I don't know.
some Virginia and yeah, like your neighbor can just snitch on you.
I love guns and
I like
everything.
the secret police, man.
I don't love guns.
Don't move to
I love my
Virginia on
children.
I have. That's what I'm
I
saying.
like guns a lot, and I also have a couple cases of MREs and some, a jet boil.
Nice.
And I got the Yoda getting worked on for my bug out, but
Ready?
I'm going
Ready
to
for
Italy,
it?
dude.
Hillcraft.
I'm
Yep.
going. I'm probably going to the front line of Ukraine. So
How does that work with the guns over there? You gotta.
nada,
They just-
nothing.
nothing?
Can't bring it.
Just give them to me, dude.
They're
I'm
gone,
sure
dude.
them over there.
Oh.
I took my Tesla to Texas, bro. Took
Texas.
took all my shit, dude.
That
Every
biggest
state,
battery
my
on
shit got
wheels.
more legal and legal and legal.
That
Everything
max.
I had was just out of spec, dude. It makes for a really bad podcast if you sit there and text.
All right, let's all start texting.
We should check the game real quick.
Okay,
Game.
That's what's up.
It's Texas no OU. Sorry.
We're gonna
Anyway,
have
going
a-
about the guns.
Oh, you. Oh, yeah.
We're
was
gonna
I
have a
going
sad
with
boy
that?
for the rest of the day.
Yeah, my father shouldn't have guns, and he has a lot of guns, so that's why. But it's too far gone. I think we can all agree on that. That it's just like I'm not going to give up my guns.
It's you
Well,
wall.
no, there's 300 million Americans in the United States, and if you divvied up all the guns, it's like 12 per American.
My pops came down last week and was telling me that he carries around 3 magazines with him at all times. No,
30, 10,
I don't know. He has like a P. What is it, like it's like a
just
T320.
drum magazines. Just
He's got a drum for his Glock.
It's
That's
ridiculous.
unnecessary. The thing with me is like I've done a couple Craigslist deals and
Craigslist.
Facebook Marketplace, and one was in L.A. and I brought my shit there, and I even had a buddy, and my buddy's from California. He was kind
Getting
of
in them gang wars.
he was kind of freaking out, but dude, the dude spoke Spanish. It wasn't in a great spot. He wanted to meet inside of a parking garage.
Sold.
We sussed it out, but like I brought my gun, and I have a Kimber 1911, and it's 7 in the mag, 1 in the chamber.
Like John Wick.
Safety is your triple safety. It's the pressure of the handguard, the hammer cock back, ready to go, and then the finger itself. And like, dude, trying to carry that thing inconspicuously is very difficult.
Yeah.
And so the people that do it are usually wearing a lot of clothes, and I just don't know how you're wearing a fucking winter jacket in Texas and fucking doing a concealed carry, or like you have like a girdle on and some other shit like.
Well, it's like a fanny pack thing now is the new thing everyone's doing, or like the side bags. Yeah, it's too small. Trust me.
You get yourself a fanny pack, man.
That's what people do. People do con one in the fanny packs. It's just wild.
Yeah.
I don't.
This thing on
Shoot your
Instagram.
dick off, dude.
This thing on Instagram, the truck gun carry. Do you know about that? Where it's like the magnet that holds it in
I know
the.
what you're
It's
talking
cool.
about.
I like it.
I know what you're talking about.
How about you just keep that on your belt, buddy?
Nah.
We had a Army staff sergeant get got at the gate because he had the magnet on his Tacoma, and they're like, "We need you to pull over."
Silly goose move right there.
Damn.
Can't be doing that.
No, he's like, "Well, it was an honest mistake." I was like, "You have to be super conscious of that shit,
Yeah.
dude."
especially it's a federal thing, and you got like NCIS now. And yeah.
They're nice people.
What was I gonna say though? Oh yeah, every time I do like a Craigslist or like offer up thing, always caring because you never know. It's just weird, especially Craigslist, like OG Craigslist back in the day.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I try and like justify
The
like,
Craigslist killer.
like, nah, dude, I'm not gonna get robbed over a $50 TV, but I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, man.
Can you sell guns like that out here, like private sellers? Is that
It's
okay?
California now.
No.
Mm-mm.
I've only done like optics out here and stuff. You can do that, and that's fine, right?
Yeah, Amazon won't ship it though. If
What
you're
about,
trying
like,
to buy
optics?
optics off of Amazon, they won't ship to California.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, plenty of people out here have like EOTechs, and you can just like go drive anywhere and get like an EOTech or some kind of optic.
You can buy it
right?
from the
Yeah.
exchange. You don't need any of that shit.
Yeah.
But like, Amazon's weird. They won't. I wanted a Holotech or whatever the fuck it's called, or HoloSun, and just like not available to your address. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's such an easy workaround. It doesn't really bother me. And then you can go, if you need ammo, you can go to a range and buy the range's ammo, and you don't do a background check, and they're not going to pat you down and count your ammo. So you can buy 5 boxes, use half of one, and then roll out.
What's the mag limit out here? It's like
10.
7, 10.
10.
I still got all of my magazines from 2-1. They never.
And then for the rifles, you can't
They
have
never
pistol grip here.
I have.
Yeah, but
You gotta
could-
get that fucking dolphin fin.
Yeah, you can buy an AR from the exchange with the shark fin, and then in the same purchase as you're purchasing it, buy a mag pull fucking pistol grip right there from the fucking aisle. It's just so silly.
Are they expensive at the exchange? I've never even like looked at them.
Good, same like regular price, no markup, whatever.
Sometimes they have sales though.
I don't need a lot of guns. I'm not like a huge like collector. I just need like I'd like to have like a handgun and a rifle, and that's pretty much about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got to consider. One of the things I considered was my boss for a while was a sheriff. He's like, "This is the gun we carry. We all carry the same gun in case you need a magazine." I was like, "Oh," so I got that gun.
Sense.
And then like, what's the most common? The AR. Hey, I'm out of ammo. Dylan hands me a fucking AR mag. Here's another ammo,
Yeah.
And then another mindset, which I picked up, is if I kill the enemy, what is he carrying? 7.62 by 39, most likely AK mag. So I have, and also I like AKs.
They're all right. My dad's a big fan too. Not a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been anywhere where like an AK would be like cool. I mean, I guess just dirty like that. Maybe when we were like
300
in the
meters.
sand.
Just blasting. It's mainly just a noisemaker. Like you'll definitely get tagged, like, and die, but it is a close range weapon, even if you have the long barrel, because the tail of the round is short, and so it just doesn't go very far. And the ones that do shoot far are 5.56 by 5.45 or something, whatever.
The Russian one.
Yeah, it's all Russian shit, and those can shoot up to 800 meters. But I'm not buying another caliber. I have
think
too
the
many
AK is
caliber.
just,
I don't
like,
have any
cheap, too.
guns. I'm actually a medic. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Conscientious objector.
Is that a thing? Would that
I've
keep
never met
me?
anyone for.
Would that keep me from having to bring my shit out to the field?
Oh, another
You've been to
range?
Okie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you get to go see Hacksaw Ridge and everything? Did you do that?
That's what I was thinking of, man. I kind of think of the movie name.
I
Yeah,
went on a
everything like-
tour and I saw like machine gun bunkers and stuff and some
Yeah.
other cool stuff. I was super young booty boot. I was like 22.
It's like a little spot. You go around the tunnels and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tunnels are crazy.
That whole like Desmond Doss thing is crazy. You said you have been up there though, right? To Hacksaw Ridge? Yeah.
I
Wild.
think, dude, I was uneducated, little booty boot, and was told, like, they pulled a lottery. And, like, these people are going on the tour, mandatory, collar shirt, fucking khakis. Like, okay. And, like, one of my senior lance corporals was like, why is he going? He's a shitbag. I'm like, thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it. Just a boot.
Just a whole lot of yapping on that tour too. Though was not following it. I don't know how it was back then for you, but it was a lot.
I was following.
It was cool to see though.
They told us that a dude took shrapnel to his face, and their leadership came up and was like, we're not giving out Purple Hearts for flesh wounds. Let's fucking go. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
The whole Desmond Doss story was cool though when they were briefing all that though. Like like the movie just is like not accurate at all really, and
No, never.
like painted him as like a boot. I'm like, I didn't know that when he got to Oki, he already had like a Bronze Star and stuff. It was like hot
Damn.
shit still. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
He was like a decorated like war like veteran already. So they weren't willing to go up there without him. Is the story they told us.
That's kind of that makes sense.
Yeah.
I need to watch that movie. I like that guy, the Spider-Man dude.
I actually
right?
watched it for the first time when we came back from Japan. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know like any of that story until y'all were talking about it.
Dude, I didn't know anything about Afghanistan like the first time I went. And then I went to an undisclosed place. I didn't know anything about that. And then I got a brief and like even more confusing. And then I remember going the second time to Afghanistan. I was like, why is every special forces here? And then some dude that was smart was like, they're all mining fucking precious minerals. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was, I thought it was about the opium control of the world and pharmacies and big pharma. And he's like, there's that. And there's also cobalt in these fucking mountains. I was like, oh, okay.
Cobalt,
nice.
lithium, it's
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah, dude. SpaceX is trying to get that shit from Mars, son.
Yeah, Teslas, man.
Yeah, people like you are the problem. Both of you.
You want to buy a Tesla?
I already got a Tesla.
You want to buy? I'm selling a Tesla.
I did bring it up to the wife though.
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, how do
I
you feel about the
was
Tesla?
telling Dylan, like, I
Shot me
remember,
down.
like, the offer you put, like, that is, like, a good deal. Like, you are
Full
not
self-driving,
yeah,
dude.
Great
you
deal.
are not giving out a bad, like, that is a good deal on a Tesla.
What's the deal?
45.
No.
Full self-driving, which is worth $15,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Double it
that
and
right
give it to
there.
someone else, bro.
Nah, that's
So
easily,
double
like,
it and give it to
with
someone
the full
else.
self-driving, that's easily, like, a 60 grand. Like, you could easily, but, like, 45?
It was a 68
That's a
grand
great-
car.
That's a great, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Buy
my-
it.
Because
What's
you got the big one, too, right? Like,
The Y?
yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are not, I want to get one of those, but I just know it's, like, money right there. And plus, we already got the other one.
He has no money.
I have no. Hey, you don't know that.
Hey, you want to
Brett-
talk
Brett-
about the deposit you just put down on your apartment?
I don't want to talk about that actually.
Hey, let's talk about
but
it,
you
bro.
know, Brett ain't
How
a
much
thing
you
to
put
me.
on?
Nothing, bro. I didn't put nothing on that deposit. I walked in.
Let me see your
injected
LES,
my
bro.
Steve, how much
pull-
do you make a month right now? About $2,000.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Are you still at E3?
I am still E3.
got you, dude.
I want to see your bank account, bro.
It's not gonna look good. It's gonna
Put it in
be
the camera too.
A severe lack of numbers is what you're gonna see.
Jamie, go ahead and pull that up.
Pull up his internet.
OnlyFans.
Pull up his search history while you're at it.
No, dude, do y'all actually do OnlyFans?
No.
No, my buddy did that. And I was just like, why do you care? It's free. Everything is free.
You
Why
gonna do
would-
it?
What?
I say you gonna do it?
No. Oh,
not,
like
dude?
feet
Oh.
pics? Feet pics of my fucking
Whoa.
warts on my feet?
Them fucking dogs barking, bro.
Yeah, man.
But anyway,
Any hoozle.
to re-up that lease, though, how much was that again?
Hey, don't worry about it, man.
I think it was, around the $6,000?
Nah,
Before I
remember-
eat all
I
this
remember
ice,
that.
anybody want a whiskey drink?
Nah.
I'll have another one with you if you
Drink that
want.
Bud Light from you, dude.
Yeah, that Bud Light. Whoever drinks
Shotgun
it
it,
first.
dude.
If you don't drink it, you're gay.
No, I don't think so.
If you drink it,
Give me, yeah.
you're also gay.
Yeah.
Brett's got good taste. I wish I was able to see him before I got out.
Who?
Brett Tate?
Oh yeah.
He didn't get out, isn't he?
No, before I got out. No.
Oh,
You can hit him up.
No, yeah, I have him on Facebook and everything. I just didn't even think of it till now.
He's down in Oceanside.
I was hoping to run into him at
The cross.
the Crosses walk, but they went that was a rough time for them to go. It was hot.
Yeah,
Remember
he
coming
was.
down?
It looked like he was a little. They pre-gamed in the parking lot, and like I saw him, I was like, "Hey, man!" He like looked at me. So what's up? He's like, "Oh, hey!" Gave me a big sweaty hug,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "All right."
Let me some Brett, man. Good dude.
she's awesome.
So much. I remember the
Great guy.
when we ran out of like nicotine, and when we were at the embassy, he would just go around. You know, he was allowed to go out and mess around the town, the
Yeah.
areas, and he would get the boys Nick. One of my favorite memories of him is that there.
Yeah, he's on that. He's on that warrior trajectory. He's doing the jujitsu. He's taking care of himself. He told me on the podcast. He's like, I drink heavy, I lift heavy. He's like, he was looking good. He's on that baby leave, dude.
Dries you out. You know what I mean? Just nice and peeled.
Yeah.
Where's he doing jujitsu at? Did he tell you?
No, probably somewhere in Oceanside. Are
You drinking
are you-
2 glasses, bro?
10th planet.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to.
Damn.
I think he does do 10th planet.
I haven't seen him at 10 Planet before. I feel like I would have seen him.
Dude, it's a nice bottle. Can I see that?
Yeah. So I refill it with the same liquor, but this is the bottle that Brett gave me, and it was hand selected by him and a bunch of dudes from HKIA.
Nice.
Damn, Dylan got that weak bladder.
Honestly,
45.
that's my little Pookie bear. He
Dude,
got,
that's
got,
why
got
I
a little
got
bladder.
fucking buzzed pretty quick. Single barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that diesel fuel me and you and Joe are drinking.
Yeah, the select fucking medallion, fucking whatever the fuck.
A single barrel Jacks or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that
pretty
thing-
good.
10 years. 10 years.
If you like that
Hand-selected by
stuff.
heroes that others may live.
I usually will just drink whatever is
Yeah.
in front of me,
Yeah,
except vodka. I'm not a big vodka guy.
I'll drink a vodka mix. It's good. I mean, it's kind of a flavorless.
Vodka and OJ are pretty good, but just not a big fan of vodka.
Yeah, a screwdriver. Screwdriver's all right, man.
I usually don't drink all that much
Me neither.
until like 6 weeks ago. That's when I started like drinking more, I think.
Drinking heavy, bro.
Not heavy, just
Sad.
way more than I like ever did.
You angry, bro? You sad?
I'll drink like a beer, 2 or 3, like some days.
I can't drink like that, dude.
It really depends.
I usually just drink like on like events like this.
yeah. That
Yeah, I
would
can't
be,
drink
like,
just a random like Thursday or some
Yeah,
shit.
that's how it was for the longest time. Up until like 6 weeks ago, I started like drinking more and shit.
That was actually a thing with Gunny and the other guy Justin. Is like we would drink heavy, and we did the podcast like 3 weeks in a row.
That's why you guys didn't do that third one, right?
We did the third one, and it was
Well, it didn't release.
we would do morning. We would do it about this time in the morning. We would get a little kettlebell workout, and
Drunk?
No, and then we would come up and we would drink and talk, shoot the shit, do the podcast. And then the last one was at night because we all had shit going on. And they came in, they had a couple drinks. I tried to catch up, I did, and then by the end it was like 4 hours long, dude. We were saying some crazy shit. And Brett was like, "Hey man, let's see like what we can sell. Like we want to heavily edit it." And I was like, "Hey, I'm doing this thing right now. Like, I think we should just scrap it." He's like, "We're cool with that." I'm like, "Okay, cool." We like misspoke on some shit. He's like, "Oh, let me correct myself," but I don't like to edit the podcast too much. Like,
I get it.
I'll cut some things out if it's like really a misstep and like a miscommunication. But other than that, I like to just let it roll. Even with me, I explained on the last one, like I won't correct myself. I have the ability to like put text on the screen, be like, I meant this, but you don't have that ability to do that when I'm editing. So I don't know if y'all wish you would have said a different thing. So I let it ride. If I can think of it, MREs are 1,200 calories, not 3,000 calories, different things like that.
Are they really though?
The cold weather are the 3,000 calories.
I believe
The
it.
regular ones are like
Cold
1,200
weather's
calories.
hit though. The
Them wag bags,
the
bro.
Bridgeport
All
one?
the snacks, dude.
I love the Bridgeport ones, man. It's all like breakfast food.
And then the snack packs. The snack
Good
packs.
stuff.
I don't remember.
The clear, where you can spot those peanut M&Ms, dude. I see peanut M&Ms right there. Give me that shit.
I'm a rap fucker.
Yeah, same.
There's a
No,
way
I
to
hated
do it.
that shit so much,
no,
I
bro.
do
shame
it all
to
the
say it.
time. I am that guy that rap fucks the MREs trying to find snacks and leaves all the other bullshit in the box still. I am that guy.
My gunny in golf, you might know, was like there's a way to rat fuck. And that is, everybody rat fucks a little bit, right? You go through your MRE, you don't eat the entire fucking thing. Anything you don't put it in a dedicated box so other people can go grab a peanut butter, a fucking Jap jalapeno, like whatever, cheese, like some crackers and shit that you didn't want. That way, like it's like you are going to rat fuck. So just put it in this fucking box and like leave a penny, take a penny. You know what I'm saying? It kind of worked when we would have like some integral shit, but like once it got to the masses of all of golf and Bridgeport, it ain't paying out.
Yeah, Bridgeport.
happened.
I was always a fan of the one boot that would only eat, a cobbler. The cobbler boot. One of my favorite things.
Connor.
Oh, yeah, we had a Corman boot. We made do that in Okie until he got his pin. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine not having your pin. Yeah.
You know, I talked to a guy in that seat right there, and he said on the outside, no one gives a shit.
They don't put it on the resume. That's why.
They don't put it. If you would, dude, I dropped my car off at Toyota. I don't know if y'all tell people this. Like I'm like, hey, you can get on base, right? He's like, give me a ride back. He's like, yeah. Making sure he's a citizen, but he's like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a Navy medic. He's like, oh, okay, a medic. I'm like, well, we're called corpsmen, but that's what I'm a medic. Do y'all do that? Like
Yeah.
to the
Sometimes,
to
yeah.
the,
Sometimes.
the
I don't,
Joe
I don't feel like
Schmo.
To just
explaining
explain
it. Yeah.
to like just explain it. I'm like, hey, this is what I am. I'm like a medic.
Yeah.
In the Navy, it's called corpsman. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever asked, really.
No
Just
one gives a
no one
fuck,
gives
dude.
2 fucks. You know, Mike actually threatened to take my pin off
I remember that shit, bro. I'm telling
Inceps
you,
or whatever it's called. Fleet
David
Temps.
doesn't think he's that bad of a guy, but believe me, he is that
Yeah.
fucking bad of a person.
Mike was a bully. But yeah, no, I got in a lot of trouble for not wearing my pin.
I
It was
heard.
a big deal.
He's like yelling.
Did
at
you
me.
ever look up the order?
No, I just never did it. I haven't worn my pin. I don't know, I just never bought another one, and that was the end of that.
Because Dylan would never wear his pin, and on deployment, this individual, he started yelling at Dylan from like 50 yards away, and he was saying like, if you don't wear it, I'm gonna go in your account or whatever and like take it off of you.
I don't think he has that power.
He doesn't. He definitely doesn't. But yeah, he was saying like, if you don't wear it, I'm gonna go in and like take it out, so you don't have it anymore. And Dylan's like, all right, man, sure.
What a cool guy.
Yeah, what a great dude.
It was a cool thing. Once I passed my final board, it was this HM1 that was on my first board. And he's just like, hey, this doesn't make you a fucking warrior. You understand? It means you put time and effort into something that other people didn't. You should be proud, but it doesn't make you a goddamn gunslinger. I was like, yeah, good. Yeah, I agree with that statement. It doesn't, it's kind of some poke shit.
It is,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Coffin, remember the little ring thing coffin?
I
we
got
tried
one.
To do? You
Yeah,
got one?
I like it. It's,
It was. I thought it was hilarious at first, but I
what
didn't
ring
get one.
thing?
Coffin will take a FMF pin. He'll pop the tabs off and turn it into a ring.
Like the whole pin, just like
The whole
Oh, yeah, I
pin.
got one.
Yeah, I have one. It's cool. It will be cool. It's the 0331 tattoo on your forearm when you're in. It's gay as shit. When you get out, kind of cool.
I want to
You
get
know?
a little moto tat. Do you have any little moto tats?
I
got
will
one,
probably get one. I want to get USMC 0331 on my knuckles. As a corpsman, I think that would be kind
That'd be hard.
of a hard thing, and also like kind of cut the conversation thing out real quick. Just be like, because it's kind of a weird thing, annoying thing that I kind of have to like tell people. Just like, I'm a Marine. Like, what? Prior service, I'm a Marine. And you're like, oh, okay. And it's like sometimes it's a little bodacious. No, it's a little a little egotistical. Just like have to drop this knowledge real quick.
Yeah.
Fucking educate them. But
That's who you are, though. That's how everybody knows who you are. Every time someone asks me about the shirt, and I'll say like your name, and be like, oh, the machine gunner. And then, or at least that's how the DSO guys recognize you, or like the division guys
Yeah.
that ask about you.
yeah, well, it happened organically in 2-1 when I showed up, because I'm in my blues. I have a combat action ribbon, Afghan fucking deployment, all the shit that goes along with that. And who was it? Davila? It was just like, what is this? I'm like, I'm prior service, man. He's like, oh, okay. And then I took house hunting leave, baby leave, and then everyone was gone for Christmas. And so like I was at work, but it was like skeleton crew. And then I show up and it's like Brinkley. He's like, so you're the guy. I'm like, I'm the guy what? He's like, you're the machine gunner. I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's like, all right. But like kind of going back to like the booty boots, I don't know how y'all were treated. Y'all were all in infantry. I was, well, in line companies, right? I was in weapons because I was the machine gunner. I was treated well. I don't know if that was because of my prior service, but were y'all treated like booty boots?
I was taken care of by the Marines, but like
Was Matt like a dick to you for being new or
I wasn't
anything?
in golf. It was Marty.
Oh, sorry, Marty.
Yeah, no, Marty. Me and Marty just got into it over like little like bickering things.
Yeah.
But I was also like, I wouldn't say a child, but he was right most of the time. But
Yeah.
I was just younger then. But no, Marty took good care of us. But what was his name? It was the Echo senior line. He used to fuck with us.
Young.
Young.
Young used to come in and like, I was like intimidated by Young for a while, and I was like, fuck. But other than that, like what Big Whitey always took really good care of me, and yeah, that was that. I was always like super respected. But I think I would like go to the gym and stuff, and like that's what contributed to all that. 'Cause,
Being,
like, and like everyone else.
you were personally responsible. You were fit. You knew your job. You were dependable.
To an extent, I guess.
To an extent, yeah. I mean, dude, I definitely got into it with over shit too. He
Well, I was
was
still
nice.
a boot, is what I'm saying. Like I still had no idea like how things were supposed to go.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I was kind of just like thrown in there. But like I said, Steve took good care of me. Steve was a good dude. all those like 3-7 dudes that came over for their deployment, they were,
Yeah.
didn't really matter. But like I said, there's people like or like Rod got looked over too.
Well, Rod was an H&S, dude.
That's what I'm saying. But like, remember, a lot of us didn't get to go through CTM before we left.
Yeah.
And then people like Rod did, and then they were
still
not
got
picked to go to
over.
the line companies. They were in H&S.
I think he's a great guy, but his attitude is visible.
Who, Rod?
Rod, yeah. He just has this nonchalant, fucking deadpan kind of, I don't care. I'm not saying he's a bad dude. I'm not saying he's a bad corpsman at all, but you can visibly see his personality. And I think that's what it was.
I would drag with Steve to the gym. We'd go at like 06 with like Tiller and all them. So I think they saw that we were like showing up and like doing things, but I don't know. I really didn't expect to. I thought I was going to get put in H&S.
Yeah, same.
Cody actually fucking like blasted me just because I was like fat. Like the first day I checked in, and like I didn't like look bad in my blues either. Like they fit, but he was just like, "Why are you so big?" or something like that. Cody just like was talking shit.
Yeah, I think he's just he probably felt threatened because of your strength.
I ran into him the other day before he went down to San Antonio.
Really? He's
Yeah.
still around?
No.
This was
Okay. I think your time is fucking construed.
the past month has just gone.
Torres
by so
has been
fast.
gone for like 3 months.
Cody
dude.
was out here for a while.
Yeah, he's at DSO. I used to see him. He tried to pin me. I was like, I haven't done my ceremony.
It's
And
less
he's
than
just
a
like,
month, though,
I'm gonna
right?
fucking press this into your chest. I'm like HM1, I understand what you're doing, but I think people will be mad if I have a fucking pin stuck in my chest right now. And he's just like, meh.
Yeah, he like bought that house in San Antonio, and now he's like gone. But his family had left for a while, and he was just out here by himself, I think.
He's really bad at texting. I was trying to rent him my house in Canyon Lake, and like I described the house. He's like, that sounds perfect. And I texted him. I was like, hey, here's my house. We haven't set up a rental price, but like, let me know what you think. And I don't know if it was like, oh, this is fraternization or what, but he's just bad at texting, dude.
I think he wanted to buy too, though.
His fucking. I rode in his car one time when I was new. I think we went to the gym or something. We get in his Jeep Liberty. He's got CD player, no screen, and he like the radio comes on. He's like, "Oh, this is good radio." It's Rush Limbaugh or some shit. And like I was like, I mentioned a podcast. He's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Podcast? You don't know what a podcast?" He's like, "No. What? I just listen to the radio." I'm just like, dude, you live in a different era, brother. And he's like my age,
Yeah,
dude.
he's not that old. He's
I love how he typed too. I'm pretty sure this is accurate.
just a huge man behind a computer.
Yeah. And then he left and like everything was fucked up that he was supposed to do. It was really funny. I kind of hope I'm not in charge of that many things, but I think it's just like a really funny joke when someone vacates their position and then the person's just like pulling their fucking hair out. Like, what the fuck did this person do? I think that is a
It's Johnny.
classic.
I walked into the 2-1 BAS. Do you remember all that work Johnny put in to like the little like supply section? Trashed.
Oh, yeah.
It's non-existent anymore.
Oh, he gave it to me.
Yeah. Well, Johnny didn't get a turnover from Tiller.
Yeah.
You didn't get a turnover from Johnny.
A little bit, but it was not much. He was like, here's all the documents you need. Like, good luck. And then Bridgeport. And then I gave it to the next guy.
Someone else,
And then
yeah.
just like, all right, dude, well, you guys are about to jump on deployment. I'm going to Reg. Good luck.
Johnny was so fast on that deployment too. That was hilarious.
What do you mean so fast?
He just wanted to go on a deploy. He's just like,
Yeah.
he has that mindset. I'm just
Yeah.
like, bro.
Like, bro, you got kids.
Yeah, I
man.
know. Like, you don't have to come.
Dude, he used to talk shit about his kids. He put out like some back when I was in the chat. He put in some like little fucking meme. He's like, when you get home from work and it's like, what is it? The wrestler with the face paint, fucking Sting or Kiss or whatever the fuck. And it's just like grabbing a kid and like throwing him over the table. And he's just like, that's my son, dude. That's what I do to him when I get home. I'm like, God damn,
Just
dude.
beat his family. Giving him that 2-piece, that fucking 3 fucking combo.
2-piece on a soda?
Yeah, he hits like a bitch. Don't forget that though.
Yeah, dude. Fucking poor Stanfield, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of weird how like
Did he get knocked out too?
that. No, he should have. But anyway, you had Kate on the podcast before us. That's
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Okay, the Blade, bro. That's you guys don't have that the
Shut
win-loss
up.
ratio.
He won his fight. You lost. But poor kid doesn't get jokes. Like I said something, and then Cade responds. I was like, "Shut up! I'm gonna put you and Dylan in a fucking chat together." And he's like, "Why?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Do you not? Sorry, buddy, but like, jokes, man. You got to get jokes.
He was just focused about the lighting in this room, dude. It's a little fucked up. But
It's a weird dude, man.
I like him. I like you. I liked all my guys.
He got really cool though, and then he got uncool when he got his pin. It was like that validation kind of came in, and then he got all shitty again. So.
I think there's light. I think there's light in the tunnel for you guys. I think y'all can.
I think we can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm over it.
Oh yeah, hold on. Wait, where are you going when you get out again?
Here.
Oh really?
This
Dang.
room. This is a nice house. Yeah,
Dude, this is a bed right here. It folds out, dude. Pretty comfy.
I'm gonna go to like San Marcos for like the holidays. I got some trips planned up. I'm going to Europe for Christmas and stuff.
You
and
going to
then,
the burbs, dude? The San Marcos burbs?
Yeah. Stay with my mother-in-law, and then probably Dallas. I'm hoping Dallas. So
What is your career path? You trying to be one of them? You trying to be a PA?
I have no clue. That's what everyone says to do, though. All the doctors are like, "Don't
Everyone
be a
says
doctor.
that shit.
Just be a PA. It's so much better. Like the responsibilities and all the insurance and the paperwork."
go be a flight nurse, dude.
No. What would be a great stepping stone? And my buddy who got paralyzed told me, because he works with the VA all the time. He's like, VA. It is you can go from contractor to GS. Once you're a GS, you're unfireable. You can climb the ranks just like rank, but it's more civilian steez and not like, oh, you need your FMF pin and volunteer hours. Like, you just do a better job and you get promoted. You continue your benefits through the military. Everything you have, your TSP, all that shit, fucking continues on. And then when I was working at a hospital, we had the civilians there, and they're like, I'm working on class on their night shift and fucking chilling. And they were all aspiring to be a nurse or a PA or something else while working for the VA or the DOD.
I'm gonna go get another degree to get like the science lab. There's like the labs you need to have to like apply to like med school or like start taking the GRE for like PA stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of be like, like Witt's whole thing going on right now. He's kind of just like trying out school too.
Whit or Whitaker?
Jacob Whitaker.
Jacoby.
And I'm gonna try to do that because I really don't like. This was like 8 months ago. I was gonna stay in, and then I decided not to.
Really? 8 months ago you're still on the fence?
Yeah, I had the orders to Italy and everything. I was gonna go with you guys too.
Were you on deployment 8 months ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that's when you came through. You're like, nah,
And then-
fuck it, dude.
Yeah, and then the boat happened. For 10 days on the boat, Dylan.
It was more like
never mind.
the boat wasn't that bad. It was just like I had 10 days to like think about my situation, and like, I have a wife who also has her career, and it would have been kind of selfish.
What does she do?
She's got like a biomedical engineering degree, and
Yeah.
then she's doing like we just dropped $14,000 for like a software certificate, like a software
Damn.
engineering
You
certificate.
need to be a dependent, bro.
Yeah, but that's chump change to you, right?
Yeah, it's chump change. Money ain't a problem, but
Except when it's a
yeah.
problem.
So she has her own thing going on. It's time for me to just, I guess, hang out now. I don't know. The whole, you know how it is though. Like the rank. If I would have picked up second, it would have been for sure.
You missed out on that 45K bonus, bro.
I missed out on it.
You missed out on it. Did you do the 30
I got nothing.
extension?
Nothing.
Same.
I thought you could pull the extension and then do the reenlistment.
I had already observed to come here twice. I had observed twice in my career. I had to observe to go to become a corpsman, and then I had to observe to come here. So I had too many observes. It's total time in service, not just Navy. And I'm at 10 years. Even if my chief broke it down, he's like, dude, even if we could do some shit to like backdate some, forward date some shit to get you this bonus, you get half of the 45, and then you would get whatever was left of the 45, some incalculable number, up until January 8th when I go Zone C, and then I would stop getting any bonus pay. So it's
Hey, something's better than nothing,
yeah,
though.
that would, what's half of 45?
22.5 or some shit.
22 ain't shit, but I don't think
Zero ain't shit either, dude.
I don't think it's doable to try and convince the powers that be to like pull my reenlistment, because I'm reenlisted right now. You know what I'm saying? If I was like still on my first enlistment in the Navy, maybe, but like I've been reenlisted since July. So, yeah. You know,
Is it a career thing at this point? Like that's it?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd kind of be dumb not to.
Okay. You too, right, David? Like you like gonna take that fat stack around for the next 10 years too?
Yeah.
Hey, how many ribbons do you have?
How many ribbons?
I mean, out of the whole stack, not medals, but like everything together in your NSUs. I'm curious.
I think 4 and like 2 ribbons. 4 rows and 2 ribbons.
What's 4? 4 times 3, 12 plus 2. So you have 15.
But you have like mad deployments too, right? Like from when you were.
You got
sweeping
that
up
air
decks?
wing
No, because
pin.
once I became an airman, I was on deployment for 2 months. And then I was like, I want to be a corpsman. And they just got me off the ship. And so I didn't get any of those deployment ribbons.
Oh.
from that
Question.
ship.
So I'm going to Sigonella, which is an air wing, but I'll be in the hospital. Do you think there'll be any opportunity for me to get my air wings pin?
It's command discretion.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say it depends on what
'Cause
part of the hospital.
You think if
you're
I'm
at.
moto?
I worked at a clinic in Louisiana, and one of the Navy like air wing commands were like, we'll sign off your package. We'll do like the boards for you guys. And I was the only AW fucking corpsman at that clinic, so I was signing off like first classes and just anybody who was motivated to do it, and then that command would just do the boards and all that.
Yeah, I'd be about it. Now
So-
that I'm like I've done the hard one, because I don't think that would be as hard. I don't know.
And it's weird though, because it was a shore command, you know?
Yeah.
Shore command, and you have the opportunity to get air warfare.
Yeah,
Some people took advantage. You know, I think probably signed up on four people.
I would be about it. I think because, dude, that I felt like I bled from the fucking brain getting my FMF pen.
But
I know you studied. I know you had like the book memorized,
Yeah.
like over prepared.
It was overdone, yeah.
Yeah. Yours was super hard, right? And then
Not a way to earn it, but
nah, we'll move past that. Ball bearing to the face will get you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be about it. You know, most chiefs I see have like, was it ESWAS and FMF? And
Yeah.
I feel
From the
like
ship time.
if you get 2, I think that's a good look. If you have 2 of something,
You have a map package up right now? Or are you?
I
what's up
do, but they won't tell me.
That's tough. So many booty boots out here that are second classes now. That's
Yeah.
gotta hurt. Is that was when the whole like drinking thing was pretty bad too, right? I remember you talking about that.
What?
Was it the last cycle or the cycle before that?
When I was drinking?
Yeah. I just remember you saying you were drinking after I think it was the last set of results that came out and nobody picked up, right?
I don't remember what I said. My first map package that Morphin put in for me when I was still at 2-1 was they told the second, maybe they told you, maybe you're at Reg already, but did they tell the second classes, hey, write map packages for the E4s? No. Well, Morphin was told to write a map package for me, and he texts me, he goes, hey man, are you going to get your pin in the next whatever weeks? I was like, no. Like, I plan on getting it, but no. He goes, all right. I'm like, is this for the map package? He's like, yeah, man. And you get one thing waived is what I've been told. Whether it's you don't have an EP, you have an MP. All right, cool. You have an FMF pin, you have an excellent, you have above a 50, you have all this. Okay, we can waive the MP. Well, I had MP and no FMF. So just like logistically, or, you know, whatever it is called.
double jeopardy, dude.
If I get put up against someone with an EP and an FMF pin, well, I'm just automatically going to lose. So it was just a waste of time. Yeah, I drank heavy after I failed my pin, which I got way further than I thought I was. And then I got to GCE, which I really didn't study because, dude, we like buzzed through fucking core. And then we're in GCE, and I'm like, oh, I didn't study GCE. I thought I was getting kicked out of this board. And then it was Ace and Teely on my board, and some chief and 2 other random second classes or first classes. And like, I couldn't answer fucking shit, dude. And like, failed every question. They counseled me after, like, what happened? I was like, I thought I was getting kicked out in chapter 3. We went really fast. I did a lot better than I thought. I really didn't study GCE. Like, why did you show up? I was like, I got a 2-week extension. Like, this is my last hope. And, you know, I show back up to the BAS. I've said this before. Sorry if you've actually watched the episodes. I show back up to the BAS with my fucking fail chit. And like, I think maybe Edgar was in the room. And like, I threw it on fucking Columbus's desk. And I like roll out and go get a burrito. And Columbus maybe text me or maybe I text him. But I was like, hey, the new FMF coordinator said maybe I could test out if I cancel my leave and test out before December's over. He's like, nah, dude, you're done. I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, but don't like dump it all because maybe we can get you re-enrolled and get this thing knocked out really fast. I was like, yeah, let me get back to you after leave because I don't want to say something stupid like fuck the Navy, fuck the FMF pen, and fuck all this shit. I'm out. He's like, yeah, that would be rash. Don't say that. I'm like, okay. Columbus is a cool dude. I like him. And I went on leave in San Antonio and I drank whiskey every single day from 10 a.m. to night. And I wasn't like hammered, like being a shitbag, like sloshed over my fucking drink or anything, but I just casually drank whiskey every day the whole time. Yeah.
When'd you get it after that, though? That was like pretty...
I got it in February. I got to... Dude.
Because that new thing came out, right? Where they could give you like another extension or something? Is that what it was?
No,
or you were re-enrolled?
No, I did go re-enroll. And they gave me the new FMF book, which I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like...
There's a new one?
There's a new one. And
What the
dude,
fuck?
chapter 1 is not the same. It is
None
some
of it's the
different...
same?
Dude, everything I had memorized, like, oh, Marine Corps Order 51 from 13 Bravo, whatever the fuck it is, was not there. It was some different jargon, dude. And I was just like, dude, fuck me, man. This is going to suck. And then I was also like talking to my second classes like, dude, are y'all going to sign this shit off or am I going to have to go do this piddly shit where I go up to DSO and like M9, you know? And they're like, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what's up. We'll see what we can do. And then Chief, which, dude, he was my instructor. He was y'all's LPO. I am team Chief Sims. That dude,
Sims,
that dude
sure.
has my fucking back.
They gave him such a bad name when we rolled up to 1-4. Everyone was like, he's like just like an asshole. After, I mean, I don't know like what the whole thing was, but he was super cool. He'd sit out there and talk to us. He still says what's up. He's just a normal dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just great dude.
Yeah. And so I get there and I check in, talk to the LPO. He's like, what's your plan? Kung, what's your plan? Kung's like, I re-enlisted. I'm going to freaking...
Bing bong.
Yeah.
Ching chong.
And then he's like, what's your plan? I was like, I just went dank. I just got an SP. I just got fucked. If I can go somewhere in the Navy I want to go, I'll re-enlist. But if I can't, I'm fucking dipping. It's like, all right. And then like walk out of his office into Chief's office. And like, I'm fucking nervous, dude, because this is my old instructor. I only know him from what I know him from.
FMTB, right? That's what it is?
Yeah, FMTB. And then like, who was it? Sec. Sec had an issue with him. And, but also, like you said, like, dude, just talk to the man.
Yeah.
Fucking
sure.
don't be in trouble and go have a conversation with him and you'll get a different person. And so he's like, fucking relax, dude. I'm all like, eh. And he's like, what's your deal? I'm like, same thing, SP, just got fucked on my own volition, but like, I probably just fucked myself. Only if I can go somewhere I want to go, I would re-enlist. But other than that, I'm fucking chucking deuces. He's like, all right, I need you to start your processing out. I need you to go to fucking, we called it SEPs and TAPs, but you need to go to your fucking outbound shit and start doing that. DD-214s are backed up. You need to start that ball rolling. Go from there. I think next morning, they're like, all right, sick call. This is how we do it. You need to fucking learn this. You need to learn that. I'm like, yo, what am I doing? Am I fucking getting the fuck out or am I learning how y'all run fucking sick call? And then Chief texts me. He's like, I need to talk to you. I'm like, what's up? He's like, when did you dink? I was like, this date. When did you come to the command? This date. He's like, you have 2 more months than you thought. I'm like, what? Comes and talks to me. He's like, when can you board? Can you board in 2 weeks? I'm like, yep. And then immediately it's just like locked myself in a closet, had Mason come and help me, started studying, went and did a murder board down in 3-1 where, who was it? Moore was the LPO at the time. In state
school instructor?
Yeah, he was my core school instructor.
Yeah, it's dope.
He always talks shit to me because I fucking did the thing in core school. But go there, murder board, pass my murder board, go with Manriquez and this other dude, fucking pass my board. My SP disappeared.
Nice.
And got my pin. I was on my 4th window. Chief personally made a phone call. And I wanted to go to Spain, Texas, or Italy, specifically Sigonella. And they're like, we'll send you to Sig. I was like, you'll send me and my family to Sig. Like, yep. Wrote me up the orders, dude. Finally got them. Fucking, yeah. Got an EP.
It's an underdog story right there, dude.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I'm lucky as fuck, man. I quit buds, and the only thing before I ever enlisted in the Navy, they're like, you can't be a SEAL. You can't. You're too old. We don't give a fuck about you being a machine gunner. We don't care. Like, you got to pick. You can be SWCC. You can be EOD. You can do this. You can't be a SEAL. And then they called me. They're like, what would you want to do besides be a SEAL? I was like, I want to be a SARC. And they're like, the guy, like, he's on the phone, but, like, kind of throws his hands up in the air. He's like, that's the regular recruiter. That's not a scout. That's not a special warfare. He's like, that's really what you want to do? I'm like, yeah, dude, I want to be a fucking Greenside Corpsman, Recon, or MARSOC. Yeah, that's what I want to do. He's like, all right, dude, just keep coming to these fucking PTs and shit. We'll see what we can do. And so when I quit buds, I got Corpsman. And my buddy who was a SEAL was like, dude, do you have a fucking horseshoe up your ass? Like, what's going on? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, no one gets what they want as soon as they quit buds. I got it. I fucking...
Oh, Corpsman was probably undermanned, bro.
Yeah, but like the perfect timing of it being undermanned and all these other bud studs getting it too, and bud studs that have been scrubbing paint on Dez wind up getting it right when I quit. It's serendipitous, dude. I know what that fucking means.
Shit.
Spell it.
Bodacious means bodacious means like a big booty bitch, dude. And
Yeah.
braggadocious and boisterous is what I was trying to say about Andrew Tate. Anyway.
Long FMS.
Hey,
story.
why do you think... What the fuck?
Just saying. It's like Johnny. Just John.
That pin don't
Championship
mean
match.
nothing.
Just Johnny and Blake going at it, talking about it.
Let me see that. That will be due right there.
Bro, them Barry
No,
spots
that's
gonna
good,
be
'cause
crazy. Them
was good
smoke
that
pits
happened.
with Johnny's gonna be crazy.
The SPs
The
are
F-
crazy. Yeah. I think Johnny, Lane, and Masif's evals were so bad, they got mine demoted. That's how bad. Just by
We brought
default.
you down, bro.
Yeah. I got a P leaving out of 1-4.
Oh, you got a pee?
I got a P.
He ain't deserve
Yeah,
it.
I would have looked up. That's just water, bro. That's
No, it's
not
fine.
Modelo. I would have looked up the order, but I think I did look up the order for you, and I think you were supposed to wear it.
The pin?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't about that. It was
You
just-
you told a story at the Chow Hall about how you were sent when you're still in 2-1 to go do something by like Columbus to go get some gear, and you like showed up to some fucking MLG or some supply, and
Oh, yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, hey, I'm Dylan, blah blah blah. I was sent by 2-1 to come pick something up, and you said they looked like right at your chest, and like, we're at lunch, come back,
so dramatic.
bitch, and, and you're like, oh fuck me, but the ultra ironic thing is like you have a pin.
Yeah. It was also like I wore my pin because like obviously I felt like people like Wasif and Johnny definitely like deserved to have a pin, but then Wasif, Johnny, and Lane would also not study for the pin. It'd just be like, well, I'm in the boat already.
I did study for it. First
You
deployment.
guys are kind of making me look bad right now.
You can
but-
ask all the people that came around the BAS on first deployment. I studied my fucking dick off.
He didn't.
Yes, I fucking you and Max never studied, bro.
No, we got the chapter 8.
Y'all stop the cap.
No,
you
we did
didn't.
together.
Y'all got to like
You
chapter
guys were
3.
busy though.
No,
you guys were
we got the
working.
chapter
Y'all
8 together.
are so cap.
No.
Apparently, y'all were
Y'all-
running ranges and stuff. That's
We
what
were.
You said.
We
Not that
were.
much. though. We had
were.
like 2 weeks of just duty.
Where?
in Jordan.
Oh, in Jordan.
First deployment.
I heard
Yeah.
you had to put your gear together in Jordan.
I did on the range. 'cause I don't
Oh,
know shit.
man.
They're like, Matt was like, bring the dump pouch. I was like, what is that? I'm like, he's like, you need to put your magazines in. He's like, I was like, do I really need it? He's like, yes. I was like, all right.
Matt's that warrior though, dude. He's got that Marine blood in him.
Dude, I showed up to the first range with my magazines in my cargo pockets.
It's a Wasif thing to do.
So we'll see if
I didn't know. I didn't have shit set up. I didn't have nothing set up. I was like, well, I figured someone's gonna tell me.
You know,
I guess Matt
Wasif got
did.
picked over me in the boot poll
Oh yeah,
What does that mean?
lame.
when they were picking the boots for
Yeah.
the lines. Yeah, Wasif got picked over me
Damn.
Damn.
because I was
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah, no, they said because they said Dylan's too big to run and all that stuff. So they picked me to go to golf.
Hey, who decided to pick all this stuff?
It was all them fucking.
It was like all of them
You know
coming
who it
together.
is.
How did I get picked?
Senior lines
Yeah,
and
I'm
all
just
them
curious.
shits.
Yeah, they picked me over Dylan because they thought I could like run better. But woe onto them. Little did they know
Hey, I heard
I
you
cannot run either.
I heard you ran your little heart out at CTM, dude.
I did. I absolutely
like-
did.
And then you got kicked out.
No.
No,
The
no.
one he passed.
Oh,
Yeah, the
They're
one that we
like,
got through.
he
Oh,
doesn't run
suffering,
fast,
dude.
but he doesn't quit, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I was doing good. I was doing really
They
good.
also butthurt when you left your fucking Kevlar in your barracks
Oh,
room,
yeah,
and
dude.
everybody was just running out with the Kevlars on except you. You're just like,
I was like, well,
Another receive thing to
here
do.
it is.
I was being received senior line. That was there.
they didn't even scream
Do
at
you
him,
remember
bro.
the first interaction we had?
No.
You were both involved.
Did I say something crazy?
No.
Okay.
That's
You
what-
text me
that's-
though. So I have who was Velasquez, the Filipino? Velasquez, the Filipino, not the bald Mexican.
There was a Velasco that was
Yeah,
Filipino.
yeah. You're talking about Jordan.
Jordan.
Velasco, yeah.
So Jordan, Stanfield, Oliveira, and someone, I think it was Jordan, was like, yo, Ahmed had to go up to his barracks room. He's moving for like the millionth time or something. I'm like,
Yeah. Which month was this?
it was beginning. I don't remember.
January, February, March?
Probably around then. Yeah.
Like one of those months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are moving a million times from the crack
Yep.
barracks back out of the net back.
Yep. Yep.
But like Ahmed had to go to his room to handle some shit. Easy day. I don't give a fuck. And then you text me, and I had to like brief you on something. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you text me like, "Hey, Ahmed's helping me with my fucking piece of shit Jeep. He doesn't have cell service. It's broken down. We're going to like O'Reilly's or something." I was just like, yo, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck if you're in San Diego. I don't care. I just need to know. Like truly how you get that brief, just like, just don't lie to me. You didn't lie to me, but just like 4 hours later, just like, yo, I got Ahmed with me. We're in some shit right now. I'm just like, dude, what the hell, man?
I'd hate to be your senior line. You should be
Fine.
responsible for you in general.
Hey, I'm very responsible, all right? Just so you know.
And then
Very,
that time
very
you left the
responsible.
range.
Which one?
Dude.
Which
When you
one?
left the ring.
So you know
the,
how
last,
when
the
I
very
picked you
last
up-
one?
I think it was the very last one.
Okay, hold up. So
Hold
all
up.
right.
Let me
I think I remember that
Okay,
story.
you
Let me
say
get-
your part first.
Let me get some back.
and I'll say my part.
So the way golf would run ranges is we would do a platoon at the time with
Yeah.
H&S supporting the whole time.
Yep.
But as a senior line, if there was a corpsman out there, I could come and go, right? So I think you picked me up in your fucking Hyundai, right? And I think the next day after, you were like, I got some shit I got to handle. And they're like, all right, whatever. And then apparently they caught you not handling some shit
Which range was this?
and
Was
not
this,
communicating.
Is that when he got kicked out of golf?
Was this in June?
He
one in
basically
SLI? The range in SLI?
he acted so bad and got enough counseling shits that they pulled him out of golf,
Nah.
got his way, and then they're just like, well, who can we give to 1-4? And they kicked him. But for a while, you got out and you were chilling.
So, well, for that range in particular,
Am I wrong though?
that is what I always wanted, and you know that is what I wanted was to get off the line. However, that range,
And if
To
you
another
acted,
line.
if you threw, I'll put this in child's terms because I have kids. If you threw a big enough fit, eventually we gave you what you wanted, which
Yeah.
is like, it's not good precedence, but it worked. And
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah, 1000%
I'm not throwing
worked.
shade at that. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't think you should have been in golf. I
Dude,
think
he
you
has
were
too much shade.
I think you were done with that shit and also needed some help. And you went to H&S.
yeah, it did all work out, which is great. Which is like I'm all like hell yeah, it came like it finally
They
happened.
sent you
But
to Japan.
in the way it happened. So that range, they had two safety corpsmen when they only needed one. They put me and Jesus as safety corpsmen on that range. And on the very last day, Oliveira, he was like the acting senior line.
His
'cause
name is
I'm-
Christian.
Jesus. No. Sanchez.
Oh,
They had me and
he
him.
was
Wore out.
acting senior line for like
No,
2 weeks.
no. He wasn't senior. He just came out to the range as like a safety corpsman.
Oh, okay.
But they put me as safety corpsman too. So two whole corpsmen as safety.
Yeah, you're supposed to operate with the teams.
Nah, they didn't tell me that. They told me to stay
Now
back.
he's just yapping.
You're supposed
yapping about
you're
something.
supposed to gun.
No, they did not tell me that either. So
I wouldn't give
anyways,
him a gun.
Accusation.
on the last day, Oliveira as a senior line, he's like, "Hey, we got the medical record shit to like take care of. It's cool if you leave today early to go back and finish it before the week's over." It was like a Friday or something. I'm like, "All right, cool." 30 minutes later, first sergeant comes around. He's like, hey, we got like 2 of y'all on safety corpsman. It's cool if one of you guys leaves to take care of that medical record discrepancy or whatever, like before the week's over. And I'm like, I bet. So we're going to leave. And that's when I called up you and Rod to come pick me up so I can take care of the medical record thing. And then like as time goes on, like we're all like ready to leave. Everyone's about to hike back. And then like y'all eventually finally come out and come scoop me up. And I went back and I took care of them. I didn't go straight to my room. I went straight dirty to the BAS, took care of the medical record thing. And then like the next like work day, they're like, hey, yeah, we don't want you in golf anymore because you left the range early. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like y'all, like first sergeant said it's cool. Overa as the acting.
It was probably the
cool.
way. It was probably everybody getting ready to hike, and you're just like, bye guys.
Yeah, that's probably played a big part into it.
Because it was the platoon
However,
commander that was just like, I'm done with this corpsman.
Yeah, that's cool with me.
I'm done.
I've been done with receive a few times. It's okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
I remember like talking to you, like, dude, what is up with your boy? And you're like, he's my friend. As far as like work goes, I'm completely
That's
like
my boy. That's not my sailor.
Yeah, there you go.
100%.
No, it was that, and I remember you told me that apparently the gunny and the first sergeant heard me like talking with the boots, being like, "Yo, we don't get paid enough for this shit, bro.
Yeah.
This is some fucking
Dang, you started the mutiny,
bullshit."
bro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your rep got out, dude.
Yeah,
Like
like
was
apparently,
talking to his peers.
yeah, I was talking to the boots. Like, I remember you said I was being a bad influence to the boots, telling them like, "Yo, this shit ain't worth it. This is fucking
you
stupid."
can't tell new guys
I
that.
can't tell the boots. that, man.
They're out of boot camp. They're
Start
like
slacking.
they got diamonds in their eyes, dude.
Yeah,
They want to run tank ranges and fucking save the
trying to
world.
tell them. I was trying to spread my
gossip.
my viewpoint on them, and apparently the gunny and the first sergeant overheard and didn't like that shit. And I was like, well, okay.
Damage is done.
Oh
Well-
no, they're kicking me out of golf.
Oh,
Oh, no, because I'm such a shit corpsman. No,
Yeah,
please.
dude. And then we got the new chief.
Black
Straight,
dude, right? Yeah.
they were both black.
Oh, I thought it was.
It was a homie, dude.
I thought he
uh,
was the homie
I know.
too.
Oh yeah, until
He
that.
was to Japan.
But
He always looked out for me. I mean,
Yeah, he was looking out for you when you went to Japan with all those mental
Yeah,
health
he definitely
issues.
did. Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah.
I don't think they had a choice. I think they had to put names up, and they had to gauge. They had to give people 90 days to process out, and so like that left me out. That left certain people out of the equation. Anyway,
You're still here though. I don't understand.
They wanted to put me, but I just had a kid.
yeah, dude, I just
Fuck Japan.
I want to get back to this, but I had to do for some reason we do a lot of extra shit that doesn't actually need to be done, but they're just like, just do it anyway. I had to do a family care plan, and that's supposed to only be for mill to mill. And I was reading over the family care plans. It's like, doesn't matter if you had a kid, newborn, married, whatever, you will go on deployments. You will not be given favoritism. I was just like, that's kind of fucked up, dude. But so in our like one of the first meetings for senior line with Chief, I was just like, all right, so what's the situation with golf? We need a corpsman. We're like one corpsman down. He's just like, well, y'all kicked Ahmed out of your company. Your first sergeant didn't counsel him, and then y'all didn't counsel him. I was like, yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? We counseled him multiple times. He's like, I haven't seen that paperwork. And like, it's to the point where like a leader is talking to you, and anything you say, he's not going to listen to. And so I just like shut the fuck up. Talked to Columbus about it. I was like, yo, what just happened? He's like, I'll talk to him. And then we had like a private, just senior line meeting with Chief. He's like, apparently y'all were apprehensive to speak your minds. I was just like, yeah, what are you talking about, man? Like, he's like, well, your first sergeant should have counseled him. I'm like, that's it? That's what y'all needed? He's like, yeah, Marines need to counsel the corpsmen as well in order for them to make a lap move into the. I'm like, okay.
I remember I know what you're talking about, but on that range, before I left, right before Dylan and them like picked me up, first sergeant was like, if you don't take care of that medical record thing and you just leave the range, I'm gonna get you in so much trouble. I'm gonna like write a chit or whatever he said. The thing is, I went straight to the BAS, took care of it, and by the time, and I stayed there for like an hour or like 2 or whatever it was, and as soon as it was over, y'all were already back. So like,
Sure.
I don't know what like the big deal was. Like I did
You're
exactly
a
what
troublemaker.
they said.
That's the big deal.
I did exactly what he asked, did exactly what Overa asked. I did the job that they were tripping about. So I don't know why they were turning back. I don't know why that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
It's the optics.
I'm cool with it because it's like what I wanted, but
It's Doc being at the BAS.
I guess
It's just the optics.
literally
man.
Olvera as the acting senior line and first sergeant himself, the one that was tripping the most about it, said it's cool if you leave to take care of that medical record discrepancy, of which I fucking did.
I love First Sergeant.
But
Or
whatever.
Matt. What did Matt have to do that whole long deployment?
That
with
was
you?
cool. It was Whitaker that had to deal with me the most.
Oh,
I
poor
feel bad for
Jacob.
Whitaker. Whitaker looked out for me so much.
Yeah.
I love
Every
you,
time
Whit.
I bring your
Big
name
Dad.
up to Jacob, he just gets quiet and just
Big
changes the
Daddy.
subject. I don't know what you did to him, but it was pretty bad.
I don't know. I was being myself.
The handlebar.
Yeah,
I think-
handlebar mustache.
I think that was the
whole
issue.
handlebar mustache going down to here, like all the way down to my chin.
Look like gay biker.
Yeah,
Old Bob, dude.
Assless chaps.
yeah. What a time.
Who was the guy? Was like the first range ever. It was a pistol range right up the street by the barracks, and you're like, you think I'm fucking? Basically, you said like, you think I'm fucking dumb? Talk to this dude. You're like, come over here.
Frig fool.
You're like, you think I'm slow, dude?
Frig, oh.
Check out, dude. Like you brought over to me, and you like
fool.
ask some questions. And he's just like, yeah,
Oh.
no. They told me to go over here. And you're like, you're good, man. You're like, okay. He also had a TB. He had like a.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, dude. It
Yeah,
was just like,
TB? No, like tuberculosis?
Yeah.
he's like, my roommate had TB, and I had a false positive TB, and I was just like, yo, like, stop the press, like. Hold on, we need to like figure some shit out. And like, man was like, no, this and that. But he's just like, I have TB. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Thanks, man. I have kids.
The
Like,
tuberculosis, man.
oh my god.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah.
You weren't golf, right? You were weapons for the.
Hey, you
deployment.
did lose that AED though.
I ain't lose AED.
See?
It was Fig that lost the AED.
Yeah, it was weapons, dude. I would say
Good
I was
life.
underutilized, but yeah, it was a good life.
I was a weapons corpsman for this last one, and it was. I didn't do anything.
I know
did nothing.
They're like, man, we're gonna bring this machine gunner over. He's gonna haze our boots. I was like, first of all, I don't remember shit, and I'm sure shit changed, which it did. And then it was, all right, Doc, you gonna sit in the Vic? Like, okay. It wasn't till fucking H. Kaya that I actually did anything, dude.
Still a good life, like you said.
No, I don't fucking complain. I don't want to fucking pound ground and fucking grab some shit and go on hikes. Fuck that, dude. We did do that stuff, and then I was senior line of golf, and like we hiked, fucking.
Did you do Bridgeport?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Pain.
That was the only good thing about Okinawa was we didn't have to do all that crazy stuff.
Y'all skip that.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Fucking control delete.
Fuck Bridgeport.
Steve was a good little house corpsman up there too.
It was. Take
House
care of the
mouse?
records. Yeah. I was
Inside corpsman.
Yeah, I was an inside corner.
I wish I had
man.
pictures of your boots. They were immaculate. They were so nice.
So clean. House boots.
I didn't have boots like
Oh,
that.
then there's your. I didn't appreciate this, but there was your disagreement at the exchange.
With
Your boot blouses.
yeah.
And then
Oh,
after that, it was like, I'd say a month later, they're like, hey, that shit percolated to the top, dude. I know it's your off day, but you need to come in here and they told you NSUs. Like, you need to talk to the man. And they brought you in.
Me?
No skivvy shirt. They told you NSUs. No skivvy shirt, camis, faded. You sat around, and they fucking promoted you.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah. I was like, why y'all got to do it like that,
That
dude?
was so dramatic.
Why can't y'all just fucking, hey man, we ain't talk to you, bring you in, keep you in the dark, not tell you you're in trouble. That they do that to so many people. It's just like, in my mind, I'm about to confess to like, yo, I didn't, what? And then they like give you some award or some shit. It's just like, dude, just tell me some good shit. Like, don't keep me afraid. I'll fucking admit to anything right now.
whole block going down.
Yeah. Hey, you guys walk by the CP. I'm eating like Popeye. I mean like Ramones. Got all the 2-1 just on the paper, names and everything.
What was with that whole, was that just a thing y'all could do in the field with no boot blouses?
I thought it was not a thing, but I was also a boot, so like no one ever corrected me. But it went on for like a year and a half.
You or like, did you witness other people doing no boot blouses?
I heard that was the thing.
I thought it was a thing. I don't remember because I didn't wear. I've lost my boots at the embassy, I think.
Y'all rolled through on deployment. It was like, oh, those are Fox boys. No boot blouses, gaiters on your head, fucking this and that.
Yeah.
And like no one ever told them anything. I think someone did, and you're just like, we're fucking Fox. Not you, but like I think it was the Giant, which is like, we're Fox. You fucking talk to somebody else about that shit.
That's what it is. I just had Steve with me all the time, so it was like nobody was going to question Steve. So
is that his name?
Yeah, Steve. Yeah.
The Giant.
Yeah, that was my dad for deployment.
Dude, just
My dad can beat up your dad. So you know.
the monster. Him and his buddy, right? Who's his buddy?
They're all, dude. It was like it's Steve. So Steve, Devin's huge now.
Yeah,
They were all.
they were big on deployment.
They were all like boys from back in the day at 29.
Dude, I just remember seeing that dude. I'm like, what the fuck what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's Fox. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. He was like 300 pounds then too. I was just like, Jesus Christ, Steve. I don't know.
Is that your buddy?
I haven't talked to him in a while. I should probably hit him up. But yeah,
Probably hit him up,
he took
yeah.
care of little boot me.
He's fucking eating fucking freshly graduated fucking boots at SOI, I'm sure.
Probably. I wonder if he's regretting that decision to stay in. I don't know. That's a tough little billet, isn't it? Being over there all the time. I mean, you don't deploy, but you're just like
Being a
you're
combat
working.
instructor all the time.
I heard it's hit and miss. You know, you get in your groove, you get promoted. There's a lot of meritorious promotions coming out of there. They run it real different now, where it's like those dudes are squad leaders, and they have their little group, their squad, and they'll PT them, they'll educate them, they'll do this, they'll do their classes. But like when they go out to the field, I believe they patrol out. So they're getting like this real down to earth, like this is how you actually move. It's not put a pack on your back and you fucking keep it tight. AT&T, reach out and something. No, it's like you get dispersion, you fucking keep your head on a swivel, you fucking keep your machine, whatever the fucking principles are. Keep your people in the middle, keep your fucking people on the outside, whatever it is, put up a cordon. And I think that's how it's going now. So I think they get a little bit more of that mentor. I don't know. I'd love to talk to those guys. But I think we're going to have Rambo back on. I'll see what he says.
Didn't seem too bad. I mean, the bonuses are crazy too. So, you know, those guys get like probably around 40 to 50 to go over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Couldn't be us. That's all I know. It wasn't me, that's for sure.
I think it was Duffy asked to go to the armory. He's like, can I go to the armory? Like, no, bitch, you're a fucking doc. What are you talking about?
What
Like
about the S&P?
asking for a FAP.
You know, have you seen the Del Mar gym, the cats and NWUs down there working the front desk? That's wild.
Yeah.
They're corpsmen, all right? Or are they like...
Yeah. Well, I don't know what they are, but they're little fat bodies wearing some fucking boots and utes, which is like not an authorized uniform for those, and they're like wearing some like whatever hoodie popping out of that shit. And like, I need to see your cat card, which, whatever. I don't really care, but I just want to yell. And I hate, we got this dude Zorn, he's going to Edson Range and he has to get his like type 3s ready. And we're talking about like, dude, get the coyotes, dude. Get coyote boots. Don't wear those fucking. He's like, I still got them though. That'd be like money I could save. I was like, but it looks so shitty.
The black boots?
The black boots with a fucking ball cap coyote and your fucking whatever sleeves is going on. And everyone's fat. This dude's not fat, but like everyone's out of shape. They're wearing this uniform. They have these black fat-toed fucking black boots. They're wearing an ill-fitting fucking cap, and now they have their blue little tab. And of course, they just have like a vape in their hand, waiting to take the exam. And it's just like, you look like shit. And I know this is the Marine in me, but like they look like shit. And one way to make that look better is go buy some Oakley tennis shoes that are called boots and wear that shit. And always keep your fucking sleeves down because you don't have to roll them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I digress and rant.
I like the black boots. They're, cheap.
They look like shit.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe I'm just cheap. Money's kind of tight out here these days. You know what I mean? It's a little. You see
Hey
gas
man,
right
you
now?
only get so
You've
many
been
more
drinking too
checks,
much,
bro.
I got 4 left, I think.
I remember that was a
Scary.
thing. Yeah, when I was just like, I don't have a fucking paycheck, and I got my last one. I was chilling with my buddies that were in the teams. He had gotten out, but like all the rest of his housemates were like team dudes, and like the check hit, and we were at like a grocery store buying meat for grilling. I was just like, I got this. I can afford this now. And they're like, oh, okay, all right, man. No worries.
Did you not file any like VA claims when you get out the first time? That was it?
I did, and my mom helped me, and I went to the DAV. Do y'all know about that?
No.
The DAV will help you with your claim, help you get a higher percentage, but they'll take a cut for so many months, years.
Those, yeah.
Yeah. And I started with that. It got rejected the first time for what I was asking. And then my mom got everything back together. And I was like, let's hold off on that. I think I'm going back. And I'm having like real mental health issues. She's like, you're going? What are you talking about? You're going back. I was like, I think I'm going back. And I wound up later down the line enlisting into the Navy and just, you know, doing the Lord's work.
Doing podcasts now.
6 views.
That's good.
Yeah, dude. 17 views on the Barracks Barber, who gets hundreds of thousands of views.
Should ask him to promote it on his channel.
He's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need to be better at getting my hands dirty in this shit and fucking like actually doing it. Figuring it's a whole process. Like figuring all this shit out was a whole process. I need to do the same application of like figuring it the fuck out, being diligent, working hard. And there's a program by some carpenters. It's like how to get to your first 1,000 subscribers. And I might pay them money to get that little education class.
Let's go on TikTok, dude.
I think I need
It just
TikTok.
blows up.
And that's what you were saying. Like, I'm about to delete whatever. I deleted Snapchat, but I substituted it for Instagram, which is worse. But I could put both on this iPad and basically use it as like a business iPad.
Yeah.
To like, okay, I won't be on my phone in front of my kids. And if I do need to get on Instagram, if I do need to get on Snapchat or TikTok, I can run it through this fucking thing and leave it off my phone. And so I think that's the plan. I need to actually commit because I'm a bad parent with that shit, dude. I'm just like, oh, fucking, oh, look, Toyota. Hey, look, this bear attacked a cat. And like, you know.
Well, Steve, you should do a dance for the security clearance podcast.
Do a dance?
Yeah,
This is going to be the intro
kind of
before
dance?
everybody starts watching with their
Yeah, it's
hours.
just with Steve.
Do you want to buy some T-shirts for discount and then sell them when you get out?
You don't have to give me a discount, but I was going to buy a few before I left here today.
Let's go, dude. That'd be cool. I'll give you a discount, dude.
I love the shirts. I wear them all the time.
That's what everyone tells me. I'm
Where
like,
am I
well,
now?
well, then fuck,
Where am I
man.
right now?
That's why I was going to buy
Let me
more.
see them
'cause
titties, girl.
I work out in them.
Got any
and,
nasty, bro?
I
Yeah,
got-
it's another VA
Do you have a short sleeve too?
I have both.
Okay.
Come on, you know, trust me, I got both.
man, fucking,
Probably buy one for the wife, too.
bummed me out. The QR code doesn't work on the new ones.
Yeah. What's this
Yeah.
podcast you're wearing here? That's what
Yeah.
everyone asks. Be like,
Yeah, we had to tell the neighbors that like my wife was like beating around the bush. Like, yeah, we have some friends coming over tomorrow. I was just like, I do a podcast with my buddies. It's like just shooting the shit at the chow hall or like at the barracks. Like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, it's not that weird.
yeah, when we were up here and there was like those people there, I was like, this is
Standing
in
in
your
the
driveway.
wrong house,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Some illegal daycare shit. So you got hit in the face with the ball bearing, huh?
Yeah, dude.
You said you
Sucks.
wanted to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. So the story.
Can we
Just-
talk about something?
Yeah, what?
You told me a story when I was doing support at the pool. And I heard about it because I was golf senior line. So I had a lot of dudes that were Purple Hearts that came back and met the president. Can you talk about meeting the president and what you asked him?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Oh, fuck me. All right.
Yeah, just stand by for an hour. So when I first came to Division, dude, I was just a fat piece of shit. Dude. I got complacent, but I was motivated because I re-enlisted and I was like, I want to go green side. So, you know, I come here. I think Stanfield was the first person I met because they're like, hey, go to the supply lot. I was like, hey, dude, like, what are we supposed to do? He's like, I don't know. I'm fucking new. I'm like, all right. And just like small, big things. I remember going to the armory and checking in because I don't know about you guys, but no one really checks you in. You're just kind of like, hey, go to the CP. And you're like, what the hell is a CP? Yeah. And
You didn't get walked around?
Huh?
You didn't get walked around?
No.
I got walked around.
Davila
did
walked
too.
me around.
You were with me.
I think I only
Jones,
got walked by Chandler to S1 and that's it. And after that, I was just like, hey, just go here, go here, go here. Like, go get signatures. And I remember going to the armory for the first time. And
You were
they gave me
HM3 though, with some sort of pin. So did they
an
think
AW,
you,
but
did they think you were a little bit more responsible
They were just like, what are the wings for? And I'm just like, it's not needed.
until the thing happened?
Yeah. So I go to the armory, get all that stuff, and I take the nods. And I didn't know I was supposed to turn that in. I was like, all right, the armory, they said I'm good to go. So I go to the hospital because I have to get my Genesis access.
Real boot shit.
I took my nods too. Don't feel bad.
When you got
I was
them,
about to.
when they told you to like verify your serial number, you kept them?
I don't know about verifying serial numbers.
You
but
said you were checking into the armory. They gave you your nods, and
they gave me like everything. And they're like, all right, look at it. It's good. Cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't give them the nods back. They didn't, I thought we were all good to go because they give you like some stuff like the mags.
Yeah.
Some other
Just all the
shit.
SL3.
Huh?
All the SL3.
Yeah. And so I'm at the hospital parking lot. I just parked and I get a call from Hunter. And he's like, do you have that shit? I'm like, you talking about like the scope thing? Because in my head, I was like, I don't know what this is, Call of Duty. Like, that's the scope. And you can't look through it, though. And because I had the 14s. And like, yeah, bring that shit back right now, dude. And I was about to go home, too, after the hospital. So I come back. Armory dude's mad as fuck. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So, and then checking 100 and just do all that bullshit. And then I think like a couple weeks later is when all my SIF gear got stolen out of my car.
That's what I remember.
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
And I remember
that was on Valentine's Day, dude. That ruined the fucking mood.
I remember being privileged and like being able to talk to Chandler and Brinkley and these certain people's at like a very relaxed scenario. And like you came and sat down and Brinkley just like snapped. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's
To
like,
me?
well, yeah.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
And you're like, well, I'm just, waiting. And you're like, maybe you should figure it the fuck out. And like, you got up and left. I was like, what was that about? Like, that shitbag lost his gear. I was like, oh, that was him? Like, damn, y'all kind of mean to that dude.
Dude,
Like,
yeah,
nah,
so I got a
fuck
bad...
him. Fuck him.
I got a bad rap. Yeah, I mean, Brinkley was pretty, like, crazy, just, like, meeting out. I remember I was like, hey, can I get, like, a training folder? And he's like, you can eat my ass. I'm like...
Yeah, he was hot and cold.
Yeah.
Little bit more.
I'll have what he's having.
I'll have a trembolone sandwich, please.
So, all that goes through, and they're like, all right, you owe, like, $5,000. This is all your fault. Like, you're going to pay us. I'm like, damn. Like, all right, cool. So we go on deployment, and then, that shit happens. You get a ball bearing through my face. Let's see.
She pulls out the bearing.
Yeah. Yo, no, question. What about the bearing? Where is it?
It's in my neck still. It's on the right side of the C1, just maybe like a couple millimeters away.
You didn't have anything removed?
No,
Oh, damn.
because it's not causing me any like neurovascular issues. Or
Your stories get sadder and sadder, dude.
Your body's not like pushing it out or anything like that?
It
It probably is, but it's so
inevitably
deep. It'll probably
it
be a
is.
couple decades, maybe a few decades.
There was a dude on Joe Rogan, some rapper. He's like, I got shot, and they told me I was causing a scene at the hospital, and so they told me to fucking leave. And I took that shit out on like YouTube, and it, like the bullet like pushed its way out, and like it was just at the surface, and like cut it open and took it out. So
Damn. So
please,
this is the
please give me the rights to that video when it happens.
yeah. This is the discharge. 25-year-old active duty Navy corpsman with blast injury on 26 August 21, resulting in a penetrating injury to the left maxilla and a right occipital condylar fracture near C1 articulation, facial fractures of the left maxillary sinus, pterygoid, greater wing, sphenoid, left mandible, and left partial orbital floor, to fragment injury. No evidence of vascular injury demonstrated. Yeah, just kind of, that's about it. Just saying I have to wear a C collar and all that for a few months.
Yo, if you're gonna be at IDC, I think you need to figure out a couple of those words.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
Can you
went
say
right here.
maxilla again?
Yeah.
So yeah, entered right here, and then just like a straight arrow. It's on the right side, like
Damn.
C1.
Damn,
yeah.
dude.
So just like it's gonna stay there. That's it.
Yeah, and then so I'm in the hospital. They're telling me all that bullshit. Psychologist, psychiatrist, like, hey, you want to talk? I'm like, no, dude, like, no. And then Commandant, Sergeant Major, Marine Corps, they come. They give me the Purple Heart, and a few days later, they're like, hey, like, the president's coming. Do you want to meet him? I'm like, sure, because I'm trying to get rid of that $5,000 debt that they didn't charge me yet. And I had my old HM1 and my wife like on the FaceTime and shit. Like, look, we're gonna get rid of this shit right now. And he talks and all that. And it was kind of weird because he's like, I know how you feel. You know, I lost a son too, and it was, I believe, to like cancer, right? He didn't.
I'm not sure, but yeah, he lost a son.
And it wasn't in.
He lost a good one.
To like a, like in war or anything. I don't think. Yeah, no. So I was like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. His wife gave me cookies, but I couldn't eat that shit. I couldn't open my mouth. Like, yeah, the nurses took that shit, and I'm like, fuck. So, then his, like, he had a Marine advisor, you know, supermoto dude, and he was like, Doc, is there anything we can do for you? I'm like, yes.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah. And he's
You know
like,
who Ice Spice is.
Showtime.
I was like, yeah, you know, I got like a lot of shit stolen. You know, I filled the blipple out. Can you get rid of the 5K debt? And they were like, say less, dude. We got it. And a few days later, someone from 1st Marine Division come. He was a colonel, and he was like, you know, is everybody good? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Doc, are you good? And I'm like, yeah, yes, sir. And he was like, apparently not, since we had to get rid of that 5K debt. And I was like, hey, you know, I'm better now, sir. You know, feeling better.
You're like, that's pennies, bitch. You know it is.
So they really make you pay for that, though.
Yeah, but they, for the whole deployment, they didn't, like, nothing, a dime didn't come out. I don't know what they were waiting on for that. Maybe it's just like admin just taking their sweet ass time, which was pretty good, though. So nothing came out of my check for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, and my car debt, and my home loan.
And then the crazy thing is, you know, Wounded Warrior, all that stuff, I come back March, and they're like, next month you're going to CTM. I'm like, all right, sick. Because I've been wanting to go to CTM and, you know, go to CTM with this guy right here and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I was the worst in the class, but I didn't give up, which is crazy because you do see people give up and just wanting to quit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I was just like, nah, just do my little corpsman shuffle and struggle through, you know, carrying litters and fireman carry.
Yeah, me and David were killing it, man. I loved it.
And Edgar.
Yeah, and Edgar. Yeah, me, David, and Edgar.
Yeah.
Well, I was y'all's volunteer.
Shit.
And, like, you have a clipboard.
Yeah.
And, like, you're like, just chill, dude, relax. And, like, Edgar's, like, assisting you and shit. And, like, Ahmed's in charge.
I do remember that.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, and it was crazy. After that I go to weapons, and I'm with Parker with 81s. And they're like, all right, we're going to go on this field out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, Parker, like, how do I pack for, like, a field out? This is my first field out, dude. Like, I'd never done anything till now. You know, just bring the ISO mat and all that bullshit. I'm like, all right, cool.
So wild.
Yeah.
First field. Yeah, then you came back and then picked up second class, and they sent me on
I got
month-long field out. Remember that was
lucky.
fun.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
Yeah. You were supposed to go on that, but you didn't
Summer Fury, dude.
because I went
Yeah. I was like, oh, he's healed up. All right, let me get out of here.
straight out the boot.
Yeah,
Resume.
I told you, but because they offered you senior line of golf, right?
Yeah, and I was like, no, like, I need like time to recover because it was probably like month 2 in Wounded Warrior when First Sergeant, yeah, he came. He's like, oh, you know, we'll make you senior line. We'll make sure you don't do like hikes and all that shit. I'm like, dude, I really don't care at this point. Like, I need to recover. Like, I'm a little fucked up still, man.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing the neck brace. Just like, dude, I don't want to think about this right now.
Yeah, I remember you telling me, I don't know if you said it on the last podcast, but like, just not knowing, I thought your neck brace was like a little extra and like they're just making you wear it. But you told me no, dude, like I was still fucked up. I took that shit off early. I came into work without it on. Did you put it on like
when I come to visit you guys? I did not want to wear it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to like fucking be like, oh, like the handicapped guy, like bring like morale down and shit. But I was hurting when I was in there. I was like, oh, yeah. Just like, what's up, guys? Just whole body movements.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I was hurting, dude. But I just didn't want to look weak and shit. It's just one of those. I don't know. Don't want to be looking like a bitch.
Got you, dude. Yeah, we would have like pulled a chair out for you and they're like, dude, what the fuck's wrong?
Yeah, even when like the whole unit came back like together, like I didn't wear that shit. I was like, nah,
dude.
I'm not gonna look like that.
You should talk about Receif's little Valkyrie assessment on you.
Oh,
yeah, because
Have you heard the story, Blake?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
yeah, because he was doing his Valkyrie assessment, you know, because Matt made us do that a lot.
We were killing
Valkyrie
in Jordan,
bronze.
man.
On deployment?
Yeah,
pretty
make us
Afghan, right?
run around full
Right
kit,
before Afghan.
go find our patient. We drag the dude, or if he was there, just work him up. And I was his patient. Well, because it was supposed to be Fig.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Fig, but Fig like bitched out. He like threw like a whole fit, and the DA is like, "Oh, I can't believe I have to do this. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here." Like, and Cass was
Sounds like someone.
Matt
I know.
was like, "Get the fuck out of here, then."
yeah, Matt and Cass were like, "All right, man, get out of here." We're like, "Fuck, do y'all still want to do this?" Or I'm like, "Yeah, I still want to do
I
it."
was like, I want to be the patient.
Yeah, and Dave was like, "Yeah, I'll be the patient for Valkyrie." And I go to do it. I'm like fully in the zone. I'm completely like, David is actually wounded. Like I'm doing this shit for real. And going through the whole thing, doing really good. And you have to assess the mouth. And they're like, open up, like, you have to, like, look in the patient's mouth and stuff. And with my dirty, sandy hands.
He didn't have no gloves,
No
man.
gloves. I'm like, Dave's like, I'm like,
Sit still.
I gotta check the
Patient
mouth.
is resisting.
I like grabbed his. I'm like, let me look. Matt and Cass bust out laughing. They're like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, my bad, David.
Just salty ass hands.
Yeah, nasty hands.
Yeah,
Just
whatever
trying to,
Steve's fingers taste like.
Salty, bro.
Dude, like glizzies, bro.
Shawarmas.
Dude, that was a great thing. You would like photo blast fucking Ahmed fucking eating a glizzy.
I have a lot
And
of
then
them.
with like tight ass jeans on. And then you would like the same fucking photo, dude. Say tight ass jeans, eating a fucking gyro. Be like, yo, what the fuck is going on over there? You had like a triple tall fucking ice cream, drunk as shit with your Texas shirt on. Like, like dude, what are y'all doing?
Eating and drinking in Okinawa is those deployments these days.
Just throating everything, bro.
yeah.
I got up to like 260 again. Over
Yeah, you
there.
said you had to cut back on the sauce because you're just getting a little.
Family Marts, man.
Yeah.
Family Marts.
Did
7-Elevens.
Mason ever tell you about the weapons corpsmen? No, the weapons marines that saw you at the gym in
He called me fat.
in Kabul. They're like, dude, who's that fucking thick ass corpsman? They're like, Dylan. Did you see what he was lifting? They're like, I guess he was lifting a lot. You're like cleaning 315 or some shit, gnarly,
Jesus.
just putting up mad weight. And they're like, yo, dude, he will fuck any of y'all up.
Can't get away from the fat corpsman thing. Just no matter what you do. It's just,
Like Jonah Hill. You're just like, yeah, you
no matter what you do.
fucking Corman.
I don't know.
No matter how far I run,
Cody
I
got
cannot
me.
escape my
It's
past.
been 6 years of this. The fat
That's
corpsman.
funny because I was fat. No one really called me fat, dude. My first time was just like, man, we want to get you promoted, but you got to lose a little weight. I was just like, damn, I guess, yeah, I know it's true, but like,
Shut
you
up.
say it like that, dude. Fuck, all right. I love that dude. He was awesome.
Hey, you can't get away from it no matter what. So you got what, another 10 years of this? Just being the fat corpsman still?
Dude, I lost 40 fucking pounds, bro. You can eat my ass.
You
dude.
do look good.
Thanks, dude. I gained a couple. I went off the diet, dude.
Yeah, every time I see you, dude, you're just getting slimmer.
Thanks, man.
Do you want me to tell you, like, if you actually get fat if I see you?
Yeah, I think I'm
Like,
fat
damn,
right
dude,
now.
You put some fucking weight on.
I thought you were not drinking anymore.
I quit. I was doing the podcast far and few between, and like right now I drank a little bit, but like those 3 with Gunny, like brought up some shit, and also we were drinking a lot, and we were doing them in like week after week, and I was drinking pretty hard during that, and but my anger issues when I went to mental health, like that was one of the things I knew I could address pretty quickly is like quit drinking. Be nicer to your kids and your wife. And so that's what I did. And I also being on like the TRT and like cleaning my life up and like doing certain things when I was on real hard shit in the Marine Corps and I was drinking, like I was
like steroids?
yeah, I was red face. I was a fucking brawler. I was not like
Just beating boots?
beating people at bars, dude.
Oh,
just
Jesus.
fighting
The
motherfuckers.
crackheads? Well, it's 29 palms,
and
right?
you're not really supposed to drink, especially because I was on heavy doses. Now I'm on like minimal doses, and you can kind of drink. It's all processed through your liver, right? But like I was afraid to in the beginning, like
Yeah.
and I wanted to clean things up, you know. But this last week, I've been having a drink. We had a going away, this and that, and it's hard to keep that discipline in the house when you got fucking cinnamon rolls in the fridge, dude. And that's been my shit recently.
Would you change it? It's the fasting thing now?
I eat when I'm diligent. I eat once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Good when your fucking mindset is right, but when you're fucking hitting vapes and being a little weak bitch, it's, you know, you get into the snacky goods. And I was snacking like good, something called carnivore snacks, which is like dehydrated ribeye is what I had. It was like beef jerky, but like really soft. I was eating those, and I wasn't doing like, so I'd have like my meal, and then I eat those like later in the night, and it really wasn't affecting me. But now I just like, I fell off this week. I was like, dude, I'm a little burnt out on this shit. So I'm going to kick up soon again. I want to lose this last 10 pounds. I'm at 210 or about. I want to get down to 200 and like really push it to like maybe 160 and look like Conor McGregor on way in, you know,
Nice.
just sunken cheekbones and real uncomfortable.
But like carbs and everything, you're still eating like with
This
new
last
diet?
week, I'll do a cheat meal once a week when I was on my shit, like good. I would get down to 210 every week, but I would bloat up to like 215.
Damn.
And then I would go back down. I would lose that salt. I would lose those carbs and go back down to 210. I've never got really under 210 consistently, but I also haven't been working out. Like, just certain shit has been going on. I'll be under the weather. I'm constantly fucking smoking vapes and like getting a sore throat and shit and sucking dick. And,
Nice.
and we always get these, like, I'm sick, I have COVID, and I'm always seeing these fucking patients. And so I think I sometimes get that stuff. And then with the light drinking I'm doing, I have a Whoop, and
A
like
Whoop?
I
it
gotta
monitors.
get good stuff.
Yeah,
You got the WAP.
yeah, I got the wet ass pussy.
Nice.
But every time I do have one or two drinks, which is as much as I have, I evaluate my sleep on the app, and it's just dog shit.
Yep.
Absolute dog shit.
You got sleep apnea?
No, I don't. But before I lost the weight, I was waking the woman up.
Oh, you're just dying in your sleep.
And so I've been sleeping on the couch. I don't snore anymore when I don't eat sugar or dairy. So I need to go start getting in bed.
Dang,
But
got booted to the couch?
she was pregnant.
Oh.
She did the surrogacy. So
Nice
she
couch.
needed good sleep. I needed good sleep. And us in the bed together wasn't working. So I would
Couch
just,
leather? That would suck to sleep on a leather couch.
no, I don't. Fuck,
Not just
no,
a
you can't.
classic
You can't-
casting
you
couch.
can't- Yeah, you can't pay me for the crumbs couch, dude.
Big taxi.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
The fucking crumb catcher, dude.
The crumb catcher.
The leather couch.
The cum catcher.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Is this
Dylan,
yours?
I'm curious. How
Yeah,
much can you squat, dude?
Y'all are leaving
Oh,
with that
okay.
because I don't vape over the weekend.
I'm
If
not leaving with it. You can.
he can, yeah.
Hey, pass me that booth.
I don't live like that anymore, really. I
No?
stopped.
What was your max?
I had that bad patella tear when I was in 2-1, and then
Oh yeah,
I'm a jiu-jitsu bro now.
You
Your
almost,
jiu-jitsu?
you almost got kicked to the fucking hospital. I remember you
It
were.
was scary.
You
I
flexible
was-
like that?
Huh?
Oh yeah, he is.
I was nervous
Should've
for
seen
you
him in the
because
barracks.
I think
Wait,
you're.
when was this?
I broke my foot.
I wasn't saying
Oh.
anything. It's cool.
I thought that was like a little small stress fracture. No?
No, I tore
You're-
my patella.
Jesus.
He was in the boot,
Because you
dude.
picked up-
I-
like a whole
second
boot.
class, so I had to go in that field op. I didn't get to. I got the boot off. And
I heard you didn't even want to get placed on light duty.
No, he didn't. He was fighting it.
it was limb due.
Yeah.
I was fine with light duty. It was limb due. That,
Yeah,
like,
well, you
would
do
send to
90
the
days,
hospital.
you get kicked to the
Yeah,
fucking
I didn't even get
hospital,
placed on
dude.
limb duty after this shit.
So I got out of the boot, and then I was just next.
Y'all are
up
weird
after
over
that.
there, dude.
Hmm?
Wounded Warriors weird. They do weird shit.
Yeah, like kiss and stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to go over
Yeah,
there.
I think they make out with boys.
Huh.
But anyway,
what the fuck are you
like
talking
I said, once again, remember you picked up second, and that's why I went on that op, and then that's when I tore the patella
From kissing
tendon.
boys.
Yeah. But I don't do that anymore. Jiu-jitsu, though, that's why I was happy to hear that Brett's doing jiu-jitsu these
It's
days.
the
fun.
Warriors. So I talked about it, I think, 2-3 podcasts ago about like this thing I see on like Sean Ryan and like a few other. Oh, who is it? He was on Sean Ryan, the youngest Master Sergeant, Cody Alfred.
Oh
Never
yeah,
seen it.
yeah.
And I think I kind of figured it out today. Like Michael Jordan, Brett Favre, who's the other dude? These like very good athletes that are just multiple champions after champion. And then there's someone like me where I wanted to be a Navy SEAL, but something got in the way. whether it be my body, my drive, my linear consciousness, something interrupted that. And there's a million of us, but there's only so many champions. There's only so many Navy SEALs. There's only so many SEAL Team 6 operators. And these dudes are so hyper-focused, and they don't take care of anything besides their hyper-focus of being the best operator, and their marriage falls apart, and they have a bad relationship, and their body's falling apart because they're on all the gear and all the fucking Adderall and Percocets. And then, you know, not everybody, but a lot of these dudes on Sean Ryan are these ultimate top-tier godlike operators, and there's like, and then it all comes crumbling down. Well, Michael Jordan has had these issues with gambling and fucking his family, and all these champions have some of this, but none of that stopped them, and they kept going. And so I think there's an arc. You ever heard of the hero arc? Yeah. It's like how movies are written, like very typical, like it goes like this, then this, then this, and then they succeed in the end. And I think it's like a champion's arc where these people, these operators, these champions, they go in this direction, they'll achieve this thing, and like, yeah, they'll get a medal, they'll get this, and they'll achieve this ultimate goal, and it's empty, and then they realize they've neglected everything else. And then I think a lot of that is getting back to your roots, whether it be holistic, cutting out fluoride in your toothpaste, and fucking, you know, getting your feet connected to the soil. And I think one of those things that's very typical is this jiu-jitsu, pushing your body in a direction it hasn't been pushed before in the military. And I think you're finding that. I think you'll find more of that, especially on the trajectory I've seen you in the military, and you'll be completely free of any inhibitions to keep you from
You just don't want to get knocked out again, huh?
Yeah.
No, but you get like, I remember my boots and weapons were just like, Doc, what's up with this kind of bro? This kind of bro. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what's up with like the hippie veteran? I'm like, well, I had a little bit of that, man. Like, you get out, I can do whatever fucking thing I want. I can do hallucinogens. I can smoke weed. I can eat organic. I don't have to eat at the fucking chow hall. I don't have to stay in a prison barracks. Like, I can go do any of these things I want in any direction. And you kind of start to find yourself, as gay as it sounds, listening, thinking about the things you did. I fought in a war. What was that war about? What was this about? Was I just taking orders? And it's an interesting thing, but it's like, it might as well be like a pamphlet, like start going to jiu-jitsu, do yoga, go to the farmer's market, do this, do that. And like, it's super healthy, but I think it's inevitable for certain people to like go along this path. And I think jiu-jitsu is a big part of that. Yeah. And it's also a good camaraderie.
Yeah, for sure. Because once I leave here tomorrow, like I'm back home again, and like everyone's gone, and it's like, that's it.
Yeah.
So that's like the other thing. I think that's why people stray towards like the fire department and stuff like that when they get out too, because they're just like trying to find this again.
Yeah. Like brotherhood.
It's definitely
kind of
like
thing.
not going to be the same.
Which like cool dudes that like think the same-ish kind of.
That is exactly why I wanted to be a Navy SEAL, because I knew a handful of these dudes, and I was in the Marine Corps, and it's just like, you sit on this Humvee until we tell you to fucking leave. And you're like, fuck, man, this is hard, but it's a different definition of hard. This just sucks because it's hard. Or this is hard because it sucks. And then, like, those dudes, they want to jump out of planes. They want to scuba dive. They want to surf. They want to fucking shoot guns. They want to do this cool shit. The time they have off, they're doing, like, this, you know, kind of typical Navy SEAL thing, like blonde hair dude surfing or, like, spearfishing, doing some, like, cool adventure stuff. And I was like, that's what I want. And also I miss that brotherhood of the Marine Corps. And I think fire department, jiu-jitsu, you're going to run into multiple veterans. You'll find groups of people. I think that's a hard thing to deal with, is like, you don't have a forced group of people. And I think that's why this podcast kind of works. I think y'all were saying that on deployment. It's like sitting down at the chow hall.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So we did all deployment. That's all it is. It always.
That's
Thank
why
God
my
you didn't
numbers
name
were
it,
so
like,
good.
The chow hall or something. I like the smoke pit. Pretty original. I like the
those
name.
are both very good names. You don't think Reg Ops is a better name?
Rick.
Chow Hall Talks, bro.
Chow Hall.
That's going to be your next channel.
Hall Talks. I have the most views for any security clearance podcast.
Yeah.
They're all at like minimal views. No one seems to give a fuck.
Please watch.
Please help me. I'll give you a free t-shirt.
But you gotta subscribe and send something to the email.
Yeah, dude. Just do 5. Have you ever done that shit? I think you were talking about like that raffle for nods. But there's a couple gun companies like Novetchki and Meridian Defense. It's like, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to that channel, do this, get to our newsletter, and you'll have 150 points for this raffle. And I do all these things. I'm just like, I forget I'm subscribed to these gun channels and shit. Never won anything. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
No shit. That's why they did it.
Did you get anything cool for being you? You don't have like nods or anything now?
Got my sappy plates.
Get hit in the face with some shit, and all you got was
Got a
sappy
ball bearing in
plates.
my neck.
Got this cool piece of metal.
The Purple Heart should get you a decent amount of stuff for the rest of your life, though, right? Like for the kids and stuff. No.
You should.
I would have to look it up. I know California doesn't do too much.
Get the good parking spots at the PX and shit.
Yeah, you can be like Jordan. Y'all heard about that motherfucker?
No.
Velasco? He's got a handicap tag.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
Piece of shit.
Nice.
I think
Bitch.
most colleges you get like a nice free parking pass. That's a lot of money. That's about it.
Well, I have to get the plates. I don't even have the plates.
I think if you have
I
like a
still have to
Purple
pay
Heart,
tags though.
you have to pay your tags too.
Damn.
I went on the
Don't give a
DMV
fuck.
online and chatted with the agent. I'm like, hey, I have to pay for tags. And like, yeah. Like,
Do you know who I am? You see this?
I was like, nah, it's not worth it.
The scar looks great though.
I took
It
that
was
for
not good
you.
at first. It was pretty big.
It's pretty hard, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Your scar is
Oh,
it's pretty
shit.
hard. That's a tough look.
Wait,
is
did
what
you
they
guys
would
ever
say.
see the picture of the hole?
Yeah.
No.
Talking with the
I did.
DMV employee.
No.
I did this for you.
Pulling it
Right.
up, Jamie.
I took this for you. You're going to make me pay tags?
Should I just
Are
put it
you
in the
fucking
camera
kidding
too?
me?
Or are you going to have to censor that?
I mean, if it's not too gory, I can figure out how to edit it into the video. My mom, so I bought this old truck, right? And I had to get it registered in Louisiana. I gave her like power of attorney. And she calls me. She's like, hey, the DMV doesn't have like regular USMC or like just regular veterans plates. Like they have Operation Enduring Freedom plates.
I don't know. I just put it in the camera.
Oh, man. Yo, that's ugly, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pull it up, Jamie.
It was slightly
Yeah, pull it up.
bigger. That was like
It
2
healed up
days
well.
after.
It healed up really well.
If you got small
Yeah.
enough Jimmy, you could probably fit it in there.
Yeah,
kinda hot.
it was weird because at first, I got dragged to you,
Yeah, bro, you can smoke a cigarette out of this thing, man.
dude. That's what they were
Just put
saying.
a cigarette in there.
I remember Sanchez was like, "Oh, hit this vape." I was still like kind of stuck to the bed because I couldn't move that well. He's like, "Oh, hit this vape." I hit it anyways.
Did you hit it from my
And he's
ear
like,
or
"Oh,
right here?
watch the smoke
Did you
just blow out of the hole."
like Popeye.
Uh,
Yeah,
Can we talk about that a little bit, if you don't mind?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you. Which part do you want to start
So-
on? Like,
My thing is, my story is I got pulled off arrest. I was chilling up by the truck stop, and then like you'd hear flashbangs go off.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's not it. That's not it. And then like we had an exact time. You're like, these motherfuckers, they don't know shit about time hacks. And then boom. And like,
Yeah.
I looked at my sergeant. I was like, I'm fucking going. By the time I got to the first gate, and then by the time I ran up even further, it had been maybe 20 minutes.
Really? Oh shit.
So,
dang, you run slow, dude.
bitch, I was triaging patients, motherfucker. And then I thought I saw Duffy run off, which is hilarious.
He's a fast runner.
Yeah, I ran with. Do y'all know about that?
Yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
I don't know the story.
Nah,
What's the
nah.
story?
About Duffy?
Pull it up.
So
what'd you do again?
I staged. So what we were told in like the very beginning is like, hey, take your glasses, take your Kevlar off, stage your rifle. You're gonna be patting down like kids and women, and it's much more approachable if you're not this fucking scary figure, right? And I was responsible for me and Gonzalez's narcotics, but we weren't supposed to talk about that too loudly because it's narcotics, right? And that shit goes missing, that's your ass. And so I staged my med bag while we're triaging people. I was like, Gonzo, that's my med bag right there. Cool, thumbs up. I don't know if he knew what I was talking about in that sense, but that's what it was. And like Kevlar rifle and assessing people. And then I think I see Duffy run off. So I run off without, only thing I had on was flak. And I run down and I get to the group of people where they had deceased for the most part already. And I would say that was about 20 minutes from the blast. But he told a very heartwarming story about like one of the first voices you heard because you blacked out, right?
I didn't black out. I was
No.
conscious through the whole thing.
But did you have vision?
It's very daisy. Yeah, so I get fucking hit and just fucking fold like an omelet and I'm on the ground, just couldn't feel anything, couldn't hear anything, and I'm just looking at the sky and I'm like, something has happened. And it felt like a long time. I don't know what was going on. I didn't know. Time was just like disoriented. I'm just getting dragged. And I can't even feel that, but I just see like movement. And yeah, I get dragged to Ahmed. And he's like, the first thing I hear is like, oh, they got Hollingsworth. Like, hey, you're cool, bro. You're cool.
Nah, so like they brought you over. I didn't even know it was you, man. Like, I feel like I would have recognized you, but I guess like I was just like that much like holy shit. And all I see is like a guy in like, frogs and kit and everything in like uniform, and they bring that guy over, which was you, and like your whole like face was bloodied up, and I was like, hey man, we're like trying to take care of you. You were on the ground at first, or trying to put like the combat gauze or whatever. I don't know if we put the combat gauze in at that time, but they like. I was like, hey man, what's your name? You're like, Hollingsworth, and I was like, oh my bad, bro. like I didn't even recognize that it was.
He daps you up.
Yeah, I was like, oh my bad, bro. And then you're like,
I couldn't tell because you're all fucked up right
Damn,
now.
your face is fucked, dude.
I remember just kind of
I didn't even
pointing
recognize you.
to sit up.
Yeah, and then I think you asked to like sit up or something, and then like we kept putting the gauze in you. I remember, I don't know if it was for you or a Cardona. I ripped the combat gauze out like real fast in my bag, gave it to a Garcia and Johnny, and they like put it in you and everything. But yeah, then we got you on the back of Casper, and then I was like David or like Hollingsworth or like whatever I said, and you like looked up, and I like smiled and I gave you a thumbs up, and then you were just like and you like looked, you're like.
Well, I didn't go on the Casper. I remember you like kind of picking me up and all that blood falling out of my face. And I remember Staff Sergeant at the time, EB, was like, you're fucking good. You're fucking good. Were going to put me on the litter, but they're like, hey, like someone else like needs it. Like that's more fucked up. And I was like, all right, cool. And Serrano walked me all the way to the next gate. Okay. So I was just like, I couldn't keep my balance.
I thought you were on a vehicle though.
No.
Put you on the back of a vehicle?
Eventually at the first gate.
Not from where we were? I
walked with Serrano.
No, I feel like you're capping, bro.
No, ask Serrano, dude.
He got hit in the face with a ball bearing.
No, I'm calling. Yeah, I know, but no, I'm kidding. I swear, like in my head, I saw you. I was like Hollingsworth, and I looked at you. I smiled, and I gave you a thumbs up, and you were just like, you saw me. Gave a thumbs up, and then Casper like took you away. It was like Cardona. It was either you or Cardona.
Probably Cardona, because he had the arterial bleed coming out.
Yeah, it was either you or Cardona. I don't remember. It was all it's all very fuzzy.
Nah, Serrano walked me.
Oh shit! It had to be Cardona then.
I still remember for years, my boy.
Damn, I thought it was you this whole time, but it was probably Cardona then.
No, I remember Serrano walking me
because
he talked to my brother too.
It was someone that was sitting on the back of a vehicle and they were fucked up.
That was probably Cardona, dude. He did get some shrapnel to the face, too.
Yeah, it might have been him then. But damn, I thought it was you this whole time. I was like, fuck.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh, well. Either way.
With Steve's nice little face with a thumbs up, it made me feel better.
Yeah. He was the first voice I heard, so I was like, hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah, man. I still remember it. And then
starts putting his fingers in your mouth again.
Yeah.
In the hole.
Remember this? I got two. Start connecting my fingers.
Just digging for the ball bearing. Like,
I'll get it, bro. Don't worry.
I'm not fishing.
Yeah.
I just still can't believe it's still on your neck. I didn't know that still. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit sucks. Every blue moon, I think I'll feel it because I'll have like some very like pinpoint pain like right there in my neck. I'm like, fucking hurts, dude.
Is it the weather?
No, it's not the weather. Just maybe sleeping wrong too. But I don't know. Every blue moon, it's not like often. Maybe like once a month or every other month. I'll just feel it. I'm just like, fucking neck hurts. Maybe it's moving out.
Baby blood.
Yeah. Fuck.
Get that weak ass bladder.
Damn, dude, you out?
There he goes again.
Yeah. He's gonna go clog your toilet, dude.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna be sticking out the water.
Shit,
Children's toys.
Yeah, just playing with it.
He's taking a shit, playing with like the rubber duckies. But yeah, man, that was fuck.
So you got to start bleeping these names out, cause dude,
I'm just gonna cut the whole thing. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you heard about that?
No, what?
Okay, so my homie, I don't know if you should put this on the podcast.
I'll just cut it all out.
Okay,
We
so-
might end the episode right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I almost married a chick that was 10 years older. I had a dream about her. It fucked me up.
That's fine, but the situation was not.
I do know one of my buddies back home.
I want one of these donuts.
You're gonna have to bleep that whole
I'm just
segment.
gonna cut it. We might end the podcast right there. We're almost 3 hours.
Oh shit.
I had a buddy back home. I didn't know him. He was friends with my brother. My brother died, but they were twins, and one of the brothers died like tragically, I think of cancer or tumor or something, and his wife was just stacking bodies. And he researched it because everybody was like worried about this his friend's wife, and he researched it and found out that women get promiscuous sometimes get promiscuous in dealing with a loss.
Spell
like
that word.
No, I'm retarded when it comes to that. Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought she was like murdering people when you said stacking bodies.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Or gaining.
I'd be
bodies.
sick.
Stacking dicks.
Yeah. Anyway, fellas, it was cool to have you guys on. This was fun.
I'm glad I got to see you before I left.
Yeah,
Same.
it's a small world. Plus, we got all the Instagrams and Snappy Chats and all that. Man, fuck. I wanted to make bacon with Parmesan, dude, and bring it in. It's so good, dude.
So gross.
It's
It sounds good, but it's like 50-50.
delicious. Have you ever had chocolate dip bacon?
I was probably in like Okinawa though, like eating like $15 worth of like shitty snacks, and then like
Hugs.
seeing your
Yeah.
story and was like fat fuck, and then throwing like candy in my face.
Yeah, yeah. Just being a troll, being a hater.
Just eating
Absolutely.
gas station food for dinner.
Yeah, dude. You and Huck could start a podcast just making fun of people. That was how I met you. Is you were brand new. You were talking about doing stacks, and I was like, "Have you ever done any steroids?" You're like, "Nope." I'm like, "I don't really believe that."
Just big boned.
And then next we're in a sick call screener, and there's some dude that like the dude that got COVID that like took us all out of CTM. You're just like leaning over. He's on the couch. You're like behind him. You're just like whispering little fucking jabs at him, just like making fun of him. I'm like, "Do you know this guy?" You're like, "I have no idea who he is." I was like, "You're a fucking prick, dude."
Who's gonna carry the boats? Not you, bitch.
Yeah, this little motherfucker right here answering all the questions. I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck, man?" Yeah, you would know that, you fucking pogue ass bitch.
I wish we had more like a boot cycle altogether. Like, I wish you could have saw all of us. It's still not good. I still have a mouth. It's bad. I gotta get rid of that.
Yeah,
You used to tell me you
Real
like to fuck with like higher ups and chiefs and just like throw
Heckling.
little fucking
Just heckles
just
them.
clap at them, fucking what is it, chirping. Yeah.
Chirping.
Yeah, just chirp at them.
07 in the morning, right when you walk in.
Heckling.
I couldn't help myself. Just starting probably. It was like that in Japan too.
Bro, Dylan would walk in the BAS, cook the fuck out of the first 3 people he sees, and then gets to work, man. That's why no one liked. That's why they wanted to take away his pin and everything.
The ritual.
That's why they gave you a P, bro. You come in, cook the fuck out of it. Whoever, chief, first class, it's like it don't matter, bro. Come in. Damn, Johnny, you got a fat ass pimple back of your neck. Say some other shit to the next 2 people you see, and then it's like, "Hey man, get off the computer, man. I need it right now."
You're just a bully, bro.
That's why they didn't like your ass in 1-4.
Just fucking giving wedgies and swirlies, dude.
Bullying everyone in the BAS.
Dude, you used to tell me some shit like, "Man, I needed some old man today, dude." Just fucking old man on one, huh? You fucking angry ass old man. It's just like, "The fuck, dude? I'm just trying to do my job." Like, ain't nobody give a fuck about what you say. Like, God damn it, dude. I correct you on your uniform or some shit and be like, "Dude, that's some old shit, dude."
Yeah, you always had something to say. And I was like, "Dude, who cares?" Then I'd like walk outside and get corrected again. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that was, I don't know if you were around for that, but we had this like pretty glorious time after deployment where like we were starting to gear up to start training again. And we were doing a lot of like medical readiness. Huck is just always like punching the keyboard, trying to get the fucking computer to work. Be like Cornetus, me, a couple other people like stuck in Mam's office because she was never in there, just like shooting the shit for like 2 hours, dude. I'm like, dude, can we like put a camera in here? I was like, nah, dude, I feel like seniors like pop his head in. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I know y'all shoot this shit, but you can't be recording stuff in the BAS. That was a good time.
I can't
man.
believe sent me on that deployment.
I don't think he had a choice, brother.
He didn't.
I think it was Mam.
Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Lauren had anything to do with it.
She was a ranking officer.
Well,
You say you're gonna cut out like this previous whole conversation, right?
Probably once y'all started talking about that dude fucking that dude's mom, I'll probably cut it out.
Hey, supposedly getting her cheeks clapped over there, and
Apparently,
I don't know if I believe that now.
I don't know. I remember we were in the chow hall.
No, I don't believe that.
I don't believe
I think that was all because, again, this is probably going to cut it, right? For the
you
most,
should make some music off of that thing, dude.
I could.
Start making beats and shit.
Told me about his girl.
Yeah, the Air Force chick, right?
No, is what her name was. She was a Marine.
I don't know.
The one he's currently with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind.
And dudes in Echo be like, yeah, I was fucking her last night, and this, that. And he'd just like stay silent. And then he told me later on, like, yeah, dude, people say all sorts of wild shit. I was in her rack that night that they said they were fucking. He's like, they're full of shit. And Ronnie would always have some shit like, yeah, dude, no, this dude, no, he never he always fucking, dude. He didn't, like, nah, dude. Because, like, the rumor was like was fucking her. And then her bad rumor was that she's fucking everybody, which
I never heard that one.
debatable. Yeah. Yeah.
I got skipped, is all I'm saying.
No one fucked me.
Don't know where I was during all this, but I
Guess I'm chopped liver around here.
Yeah.
I must have been up next.
You're too fat, dude.
I could have been that far down the line. I know I was.
My number was coming up. I was sitting there with like in my
I was
hand.
waiting.
It's like the lottery.
Drats.
The clock was ticking when they all left.
Oh my god.
Mine's so stiff.
Just crank on it, dude. There you go.
Yeah, this will be fun to pack.
It's fine.
You better watch out. Those little motherfuckers be stealing shit, man.
Yeah.
When they pack your things.
Be all right, dude.
I was just talking to one of the Recondos yesterday. He left this past week. He caught them stealing some of his shit, like Benchmade knives and stuff.
Well, that's the issue, dude. Ain't none of that shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Get a big Pelican, dude, and start locking that shit
Well, that's
up.
what it was. He said he had it like in a closet, and he was like, "Don't touch this stuff. It's like coming with me." And like that's how he noticed that like it wasn't just like it was like missing because they didn't pack it away. And
Was he on base or off base?
Or he's off base,
Yeah.
but it's still like through those agencies though.
I have an international shipper.
But they still come here and pack it out for you. Those
Yeah,
are the,
it's so what I'm saying is there's a difference between some. I'm not saying everybody's hoodlums, but there's a difference between some local company that has to abide by state laws versus some people coming through my shit that have to abide by federal and international laws. They're gonna be a little bit more.
I don't know if a truck pulls
I
up and it's like
would hope
There's
they
always
are.
gonna be a loophole somewhere, dude.
I would hope they are.
if it's a blue and white truck that says Atlas on it. I used to work for them before I enlisted.
Are you stealing a bunch of shit?
And I used to steal shit as an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, you
working
gotta
for
get
them.
that
Let me
out.
tell you something.
What I did last
If
time
I
is
was stealing,
I
I know
bought them
what
all
they
food.
are.
Yeah, they don't expect tips from us because normally you give them like a good tip.
I gave them all $20 like from the get, and I was like, "We're getting lunch. Y'all want anything?" And they were so kind, and yeah. And my brother we kind of met in the middle on that understanding. My brother bought this big machine for his welding company, and it was like a huge long wait list. Like, oh, this is 9 months out, whatever the fuck it was. And at the end of online, his billing is like, "Do you want to add a tip?" And he gave a $90 tip, and he got that shit like instantly.
I think, yeah, you're supposed to tip, I guess, all services. Is that like the general rule?
I don't know. I just got dropped off by Toyota's fucking like driving service, and like I got out, and I was like, man, was I supposed to give that dude some money? Like that is that dude's job all day. I don't know.
I got a pod last week, and the guy didn't take the tip. He was like, "No, I'm good." I was like, "All right, man."
But it's a pod, dude.
Yeah. The internet said you're supposed to tip them, so.
Yeah, dude, I tipped a taxi driver when I was young in San Francisco, and my family like freaked out. They're like, "You don't tip taxi drivers?" And then I've never heard of. There's this one podcast I listen to called "Are You Garbage?" and they talk about tipping, like leaving cash for the like once you're done with your hotel stay, like you leave.
I don't tip chambermaids.
Yeah, they talk about. I've never thought to chip.
Saw it on Seinfeld like a year ago, and I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah, I've never thought about leaving cash for them ever once. Yeah,
I guess people do that. Why though? I just paid probably like a service fee for the hotel room. You know what I mean?
my California tip is $3. If you do something for me, I got donuts, $3. I got
On the
pizza.
iPad?
I have to pay for that?
Yeah. Yeah. When they flip it around, I give them $3.
No, only bartenders for me, and like food if I'm like getting served. If I gotta go like grab it and pick it up, nah.
If it's getting served, I'm giving 20 to 22%.
Yeah.
And I'm rounding up to like the even dollar. And I might even like just give it cash or like a little bit of tip, like a $1 tip, and then a stack full of cash on the table so they can fucking write that off.
Yeah.
Or not write it off. But yeah, my standard California tip is $3.
That's a lot of money, man.
I used to be in that.
Service
I used to
receipts,
be in that industry, so
I just don't think because those people still get paid like hourly though.
I'm not giving Starbucks $3. I'm giving Starbucks $1.
What is this, Parlor?
Something up by Trader Joe's in San Clemente. I forget.
No. Yeah. I mean, you walked up there and ordered the food though, and they just gave it to you.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
No.
I understand
I ain't
it's
got bread
probably
like that.
too much.
I guess bread's a problem around here for me. So it's been a weird 2 years out here with the rent. I should have just moved on base.
Probably.
Yeah.
But then you'd have to fucking disable the speaker next to your house.
Yeah. How do you do that again? There's no cameras, right?
That's what I'm worried about. I fucking lost sleep about that shit last night, dude.
Did you go turn it back on?
No, I thought about it. I'm gonna let it ride.
They catch you in the act. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the number one way to
I
get
can't hear colors.
The number one way, yeah. I want to hear. I want to stand at attention.
It's weird. Yesterday they were playing the Marine Corps anthem after the colors.
Long colors, yeah. My neighbor was like, "Yeah."
Do you salute? What's the
You're
protocol?
Yeah.
If you're in uniform, you're supposed to salute the music.
I got to take a piss.
Yeah.
Even if it's just the Marine Corps anthem?
Mm-hmm. Stay saluted, bro. Even for other people's fucking anthems.
Yeah.
Other
Especially
nations.
overseas, that's when it sucks because they
Dude.
play the states and then they'll play the other one. So you're just standing there for like
Fucking Gangnam Style,
3,
like 4
4
minutes.
Dude, I was a little Bud Stud on 32nd Street, and they hit us with like the British or Australian fucking hymn afterwards. And I was just there forever. And then I saw some of them in like weird camis. I was like, "Where are y'all from?" I got blah, 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 mate. I'm like, oh, okay. They played y'all shit today. I was at attention for like 11 minutes. And they're like, "Oh, my bad." I'm like, I mean, it's not your fault, but fuck. He's like, "That's
My
cool."
fucking shoulder.
Yeah, for real. They're like, that's pretty respectful. Y'all do that. And I was like, I don't give a shit, dude. Y'all need to fucking leave, bro.
there's a lot of them out here. I've been seeing like a lot of the French, I think.
We get a lot down at Del Mar doing boat ops. You'll see some special looking SEAL boys.
I love the boat basin. It's a good vibe out there.
It is. It's chill. I used to hate it because of FMTB. I thought that place was a dark cloud over that motherfucker. And then I got stationed there. I was like, oh, dude, the beach is fucking breezy all the time. It's nice and sunny. This place is nice, dude.
I was hoping to go to LAR with you guys.
I'm tracks, brother.
Or whatever. Same shit. Tomato, potato.
Yeah, that's what I
tracks.
thought, but it's...
Not LAR. LAR is Flores. That sucks still, too.
Yeah, you're some fucking reserve unit out in fucking Flores. Fuck that.
Ooh, LAR?
LAR.
Is that what it is?
They do have reserve
Oh.
LAR out there.
No. The Recondo gig was good. Those guys are sick.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as 11s and 31s. And
They look pretty cool. I know I talk shit on the podcast about recon, but I wanted to do recon for a while.
They're the same Marines. They're just a little bit more fit. They still have like the same dudes they all hate. They're
Yeah.
still like shitty Marines that are there. They just have dye bubbles and wings.
Yeah, my CEO was recon, and he's like, yeah, they're just like unhazables.
Yeah.
I was like, what? They're like, they're super fit, so like you fuck them up and it doesn't really phase them, and they're like doing their Instagram and Snapchat. It's like, yeah, just got fucking slayed, dude. This is what it's about. Fucking, and he's like, the fucking clout warriors. He's talking about all his dudes that think they're SEALs. I'm not saying, It's a different tomato, but
Some of them are, I don't know. We drove up to LA for a course.
yeah,
the other
everybody's not the same. That's what I'm trying to get at.
But what I'm trying to get at is that, like, they're really into the job still. Like,
That's good.
The
They
tactics
should
and
be.
stuff.
We all should be.
I'm not. I'm out of the job.
Yeah,
But I get what you're saying.
they do it. They don't do their own safety coverage like we do, right? Because they're out there. Because
The Sarks are part of the team.
yeah, I take an exam like every time on the other side of the table from the same dude. I forget his name. I do know his name. I'm not gonna say it, but I've chatted with this dude for like 45 minutes at a time, waiting to take the exam because we're like our first letter of our name. I'm like, question: why don't you wear the fucking thing? Why don't you wear the shield? And he's just like, because we're out there fucking gunning, dude. We wanna blend in. We wanna look like the recon guys.
It's because they're shooters first.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like, we're shooters first, but also like we're not wearing the shield because we want to have the same like kind of vibe as the Marine. We want the double rank. We don't want like this special thing on our shit, and we never do safety corpsman shit. So we're always wearing flak, and that shit gets in the way, and so that's like our tradition.
I've never noticed that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. Should have looked.
You didn't notice they weren't wearing shields?
Maybe they are. I mean, that's the thing, though, is they don't wear uniforms.
Oh, okay.
They're always in, like, shorts and T-shirts for the most part.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Yeah.
But the dudes I know in the teams, they're just like, yeah, after you're done with your like new guy shit, you're wearing shorts and a fucking T-shirt, carrying your pistol concealed carry through the gate. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah.
Seems like damn. They all want to go MARSOC, or like MARSOC has all the funding still. So
yeah, it's my buddy that went through the SARC pipeline said it was simply like name on a roster, like, okay, the A's are going to MARSOC, B's are going to Recon. He's like, y'all didn't want to like assess us. Y'all didn't want to see like who's the fifth, who's the best through these schools all in all, and then send us to. They're like, oh, that's a good idea.
I didn't know they don't go to IDC school. It's like another pipeline. I thought it was
Sodom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sockham, and then like what Casaneda is doing, they're trying to validate Sodom is where all those dudes go, but like the SOIDCs have Sockham, and they're not validating the Sodom course, which is kind of gay if you think about Sodom.
I mean, they're all just like in Genesis as like IDCs still and stuff though. That's
they see. I talked to a chief when I was interested in that program. Still haven't. When I get on the treadmill, dude, I fucking think about it. I'm like, dude, I can go back to butts. But I talked to a chief when I was interested in doing that, and he's like, I have to see my certain amount of patients. Like, as a provider, I have to see up to this many people a month. I have to schedule people. I have to do this shit. I was like, damn, it's like that? He's like, yeah, dude, you have this very, like, provider part of your job.
Yeah.
And then your operational part of your job.
All the SARCs over there are super cool. At least the ones here right now.
I would hope they would
normal
be.
dudes.
Yeah. They're all super stoked to see their chief get promoted, or their HM1 get frocked to chief. There's like a huge line, like all the Marines showed up and shit.
Oh, TJ?
I would assume.
Yeah.
It was such a long line, dude. I skipped him and went to the other chiefs because I was like, I'm not waiting for 40 people to fucking shake this dude's hand to shake some guy's hand I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, congrats.
Oh, they're super cool dudes. It was a good time there the past like 5 months. It was, I don't know how Lane did it. I know you had Lane on here the other day, but he's been doing field ops since we've been back.
Yuma, artillery, all this shit.
Yeah. I was not about that life anymore. Yeah. 2 deployments and
doing
another half workup.
Already.
Ah, man.
Dude, they got, you know how we skipped pretty much all of our workup, right? For our deployment?
I skipped all of the workup.
They got me on the back end, dude. They got me on Bridgeport. They got me on all the field ops. Dude, we did a special Bridgeport. We did 30 days in Bridgeport, and then we went to 29 Palms for 2 weeks. That was like the nail in the coffin, dude. And like the BC didn't go, chief left, a bunch of corpsmen left, a bunch of like head shed from the company just like didn't show up. Like, no, we have things we have to do in the rear, and like we're just thumbing our fucking asses
They
out.
left like a week early, not like too long.
They just didn't show up. I think. I mean, you were in the BAS. I wasn't, but
No,
like
it was with weapons. Cat.
for that
For
part?
Bridgeport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took over San Miguel.
Sam Miggy. Did you ever get an answer out of that question?
No, yeah. What is his status on graduating IDC school? He's been there for like half a year. So
shadowy
yeah.
figure, man.
Just tied up in a closet somewhere. They just got
I don't know.
tired of him.
Benson was the last one to hit him up, and that was a couple months ago.
I'd be
But
sick.
I mean, he was still going through it, and he was like, yeah, I see how people hate this shit.
I feel like the Filipino crew would like know.
I feel like they were trying to pull his package and they couldn't. And I feel like all the head shed probably was out for him. So I'm curious.
Him and were hilarious. I loved watching him and just interact.
Yeah.
Oh my God, San Miggy. Oh, I heard got kind of not cool, a little like by the book, a little bit more after we
Deployment?
left. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
No, I'm sorry, deployment. He was giving deployment guys problems. Probably just beefing up stuff to pick up cheap.
Yeah,
stuff.
Edgar was telling me he was senior line. He's just like, I just avoid that place, dude. They're all being gay.
Yeah. That's all there is time to do over there if you're not like out in the ocean. You just do the Sailor 360 like package stuff because it's just like here. It's exactly the same thing.
Well, that was the little elf on our deployment that I was close to. What was his name? The little jockey motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
He was trying to bump up his brag sheet and all that for his chief package and dragging us to Sailor 360 and like all the weapons dudes like showed up in civvies with hats and stuff and they like bitched us out and he made us do. We had 1 or 2 days like we had like a light day where technically we had work and then we had 1 true day off and I think that was Sunday and they would drag us into the BAS to do fucking Sailor 360 educational and we had Sailor 360 PT in the morning. He pulled me aside. He's like, I know you don't like me. I was like, yep. And he's like, but is there something I did to like offend you? I was just like, I hate this shit. This shit sucks. I have problems at home. My wife is having issues. I don't like this. My dad is dying. Can you help me? He's like, I'll see what I can do. He didn't help at all. And then he heard me crying in Chief's office and like, because the walls, did y'all ever go in there?
Yeah.
The walls were just open. And so I'm like, sobbing in front of Benson and Chief about my dad dying of cancer. And he like texts me. He's like, I heard what was going on. Is there anything I can do? I was like, maybe you just like, I didn't say this, but I really wanted to be like, man, if you could just like shut the fuck up and not tell me you heard me fucking crying, that would probably be the best thing. Really.
Whatever happened to him, he just left.
He was talking shit. Saying like, I hope I go to 1-4 to deploy. I hope I go here. I hope I go there. And they're just like, oh, he didn't deploy with y'all, but they're just like, oh, you want to leave? Goodbye. And just like clicked him out of here. He's whatever. It's all right.
Oh well.
I think that's it, guys.
Nice.
Thanks for coming.
Oh yeah.
I'll cut like 20 out of that. Let's do a black screen.
Bunch of warm bodies in here.
Yeah, it gets a little toasty in this room.